provider for the Prattville Lions, and by Prattville Outdoors. Less work and Bama Lanes, Riverbank, Central Alabama Community College, the Prattville YMCA, Clanton Tractor, Prattville Pickers, D&J Auto Plus, Piggly Wiggly Pine Level, Dave's Market Valley Grand, Peach Outdoor, Jones Drugs, and Launch Trampoline. And now to the Larry Puckett broadcast booth with Stacy Mills, Marcus Jackson, Donnie Burnett, Chip Powell, and the play-by-play voice of the Prattville Lions, Will Barrett.
The 2019 Prattville Lions Roadshow pulls into its next stop tonight as we venture into the Wiregrass, into the land of the Boll Weevil for a regional clash with the Enterprise Wildcats. Good evening, Lion Nation, and welcome into another night of Prattville Lions football. I'm Will Barrett, joined by Chip Powell, Donnie Burnett, Pratt Bevel, and the Millser at broadcast control. We're coming to you live from Wildcat Stadium in Enterprise, Alabama, for what is a must-win game for both the Enterprise Wildcats and the visiting Prattville Lions. Chip, after a long road trips to Foley and Phoenix City already, this is a Week 4 trip to Enterprise. It's just another day in the life of our Lions.
Man, I can't remember traveling this much, this early, this soon in the season. But we're in the middle of the Pledge of Allegiance, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
Well, that's very patriotic of you. It is Military Appreciation Day.
Yes, and we're fixing to see a scene too, buddy.
The Golden Knights of the U.S. Army are airdropping the game ball onto the playing surface tonight at Wildcat Stadium. 5 paratroopers diving from about 5,000 feet to get this game started. An unusual start to tonight's game as all the Prattville Lions are on one sideline, all the Enterprise Wildcats on the other side, before any official run out onto the field in preparation for this event.
And, Will, I don't think it's true that 2 of the guys are Mike Harrell and Bruce Kelo that are jumping.
I can neither confirm nor deny such rumor, but we do know that they are Golden Knights.
We do know that Bruce, if he did, would not be able to hear the word go, go, and pull the chute.
I would not be able to hear it either.
Yeah.
Over the screams of terror that would be coming from my face.
The plane is directly over us right now, and everybody in the stands is
just looking up.
Looking at that, not even worried about a football. We have a football game here tonight.
We do have a football game tonight, as a matter of fact. A very important area game. And this early in the season, even though it's Week 4, Enterprise has a loss to Auburn and a win against Smith. Prattville has their first loss against Central. Both these teams really need to win this game if they're going to have any playoff hopes this year.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and we're going to step back in time tonight.
Yes.
This is old school football we're going to see. I was down talking, me and you were down earlier, talking about Ryan Wilson about their offense, and we'll talk about that a good bit here as soon as it's like they're going to try to do the national anthem here shortly with them jumping out of the plane as well. But while we got a chance, we can talk about they run a single wing offense, and it's a lot of, traps and misdirections and things that try to fool you. They don't throw it very much, but they run it very well. One of their main weapons is out for the game, but they've got guys that can really go. Number 22 for them can really, really run.
Yep. Hey, let's check in with our Steak and Shake Southern reporter, Coach Johnny Burnett, who's down there on the field where the paratroopers are about to land. Donnie, you down there? Do we have Donnie?
Donnie may have, went up there too.
I see him. He's saying he has no volume or something.
Yeah. Well.
Hey.
There you are.
Yeah.
Millser flipped a switch and made everything happen like he always does.
He always does, man.
He is the master.
He always comes through.
Listen, other than it's deathly quiet down here, it looks like we're fixing to have a big game of Red Rover.
Yeah, it does. Enterprise wearing camo jerseys tonight in honor of Military Appreciation Night. Pretty sharp looking.
It really does. It really looks good out here.
Hey, we can read the numbers really well. We were worried about what's going to do it being camouflage.
Well, it helps to be actually in the bleachers calling this game.
Yes, that's true.
And I'm glad you guys are going to get to feel the element. But it's really nice here tonight, man. The
really
weather is incredible. Got a nice breeze. And you folks listening and watching will be able to hear that breeze soon.
Yes, you will be.
As if we'll be humming through the microphones.
Low humidity tonight. Temperatures in the, upper 70s? Enjoy it while you got it,
Man.
because it's going away for a couple more weeks after this, from what I understand.
So from what I understand, they're going to jump with the flag, the commemorative coin for the coin toss, and the game ball.
Wow.
So not just jumping out of the plane, but I mean these guys they're doing some work.
Hey, if they're late getting on the field, does that give Enterprise a delay of game start?
It's a 5-yard penalty on Enterprise.
Yeah, and listen, is Pratt Bedwell with you, or is he in that plane?
Pratt Bedwell is not in the plane.
Okay.
He is down here.
Okay.
Pawpaw don't fly.
He asked if he could go up, but they told him no. Something about, all right, they're looping again.
The plane is directly over us.
I think if they don't make the jump this time, it will definitely be a delay of game.
Oh, somebody's out, or something is out.
Hopefully it's not an engine.
I see something that fell out.
All right, I see the smoke coming out. It's one of them.
Oh, it's definitely. There he is.
Boom, there we go.
We've got a good shoot.
All right, that's awesome.
That is.
Our YouTube cameras, you're seeing this on YouTube right now on our Prattville Live channel. This is really incredible. Red smoke coming behind the Golden Knight with the game ball.
And the American flag and commemorative coin.
And Old Glory.
So, hey, Chip.
Yes.
Me, you, and Pratt Bedwell have been in some very good contests with the Enterprise Wildcats.
Certainly have. Me and Pratt were talking about that earlier.
Yep.
Man, what a tradition they have down here. And, man, we got to play some great teams.
We
that
really
Enterprise
did.
had.
Man.
Awesome teams they had. And it's a little different nowadays. I don't know if, they got a new coach here and trying to turn things around here. But,
Coach Darlington in his first year from Apopka, Florida, and also from Valdosta. Really rich heritage of football that this Coach Darlington is coming from. And he's going to bring his son, Jackson Darlington, is going to play quarterback tonight and safety. So a lot riding on the Darlingtons tonight for Enterprise High.
But, I remember, playing against guys and all through high school. And I still remember the names of those people that I had to block from Enterprise.
Oh, yeah. Man, look at that.
That is awesome.
Really, really cool. How do you steer that
done
thing?
that before.
I think he's done it a couple times.
It looks like he's got like a surfboard on his feet.
He's coming in pretty,
right on
landing.
The 50. Perfect landing by the Golden Knight from the U.S. Army with the game ball. Only in 7A high school football do you get that kind of entrance.
No doubt about that. It was awesome. Man.
We're gonna pause right here. We'll take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we'll break down keys to the game, coin toss, and a kickoff as Prattville Lions football rolls on after this 3-minute break.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
He's right on top of us.
Yeah.
Carrying the Army flag.
Yeah.
These guys are awesome. These guys are absolute professionals.
Cool.
I imagine they've landed in places much more hostile than this right here.
Yeah, probably so. Oh, yeah, he did a slide in, man. That was cool.
You know, that being
Look at this guy came flying in, man. Look at him. Smooth right there.
Hit the ground running.
Here comes the last guy.
He's got a double shoot up there.
What the heck is that?
I think they're connected.
They're two guys that are connected together.
That could be Bruce Kilo and Mike Harrell.
That's it. That's the double jump they were talking about. They call that lover's leap.
That is cool.
Oh, man. Lord, they break apart. Wow.
I think their Velcro snapped or something.
That probably wasn't planned, probably.
Yeah, no, it was not.
Because Bruce wasn't going to go if Mike wasn't going to go. They'd drag him out of there.
But I tell you what, if you go, Bruce will go right behind you.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Military, being a Military Appreciation Day, our military deserves to be honored and appreciated. The freedom and liberty that we enjoy is much because of the brave men and women of the military.
All right, so y'all have fun. This is the best time of your life. You believe that? Best time of your life. You believe that? All right, you believe that, so that's good. So y'all have fun. This is a game. We're going to play it like a game. We're going to have a good time. But Mr. Cooper is going to toss the coin. Hold on, Mr. Cooper. I'm going to ask the captain right here what he'd like to call.
Tails.
Tails. He just said what? Tails. He said tails. Mr. Cooper, you have the honor of tossing the coin. Ready? Oh, right behind you. It is a heads. It's a wildcat. So you call tails. So the cat.
Feel down there feels good up here.
It's very pleasant. It's almost like a beach breeze blowing through here.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
All right, it's time for some football now as the Lions are heading to their banner at 7:02.
And guess what? We have won the banner contest.
Absolutely, because
they came running. That's it. Made with some fine IP paper.
That's right. International paper, the finest paper in the world. Perfect for your run-throughs, except for nights where the humidity is high.
So that's about, I don't know, man. I can't even keep up with.
Let's take this opportunity to pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Prattville Lions Football Network. And we're back at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise, Alabama, as Prattville comes onto the field. The visiting white tops with those Cardinal pants. New to the uniform setup this year, those Cardinal pants looking good out there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You know, we talked about the offense being old school. Well, their defense is a little bit too. They run an odd man front, a lot of 5-man front, and I think they'll try to do tonight to stop Prattville is if you run 5 people on the front, you've got to have some deep zone coverages. So I think they're going to try to take away the run and the deep route. So Prattville's got to look for that intermediate crossing route and, the short passing game, maybe, button hooks 10 yards and maybe out routes and maybe hit them with an out and up. But they're going to be a little different than what we normally see. We've been mainly see 3-man fronts most of the time, and like I said tonight, stepping back in the old school.
Well, we got a guy who wears number 11 out there. It's pretty good at those intermediate crossings.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. Chip, there's a really big guy down here on about the 30. Told me if I didn't speak to you that he was going to hurt me. So there he's sitting up there waving at you.
Tell him don't pull on the corner. Don't pull on the corner.
Hey, for the thousands of people listening and wondering who that is, why don't you tell them?
That was Jim Thompson.
That was Jim Thompson. Yes, it was.
Jim is slightly bigger than me, 6'6".
He's a lot bigger than me.
Yeah.
All right, you're ready to kick off here. Enterprise in their military appreciation camo jerseys, kicking from left to right. Alteris Bates and Kendrick Rogers deep to receive this kick for the Lions as we are about to get underway here at Wildcat Stadium in Enterprise, Alabama, in the Palace, known as Enterprise High School. Number 13, Hunter Perry kicks it away for the Wildcats, and we are underway. And an all-important regional tilt. Bates brings it out from the 2-yard line. 10, 15, trying to find a seam. He's still on his feet, crossing field at the 20. Reverses field to the 25, gets upfield, still running to the 28-yard line where he is down by a host of Enterprise tacklers, and that's where the Lions will have their first possession, 1st and 10 from the 28.
Well, I was kind of surprised there that they would kick it deep. Those two guys are dangerous back there, Kendrick and Bates, and But if they're going to kick to somebody, they're not kicking to Kendrick.
No.
I think that's pretty much.
That's been dictated,
yeah,
right?
Kendrick probably won't get many kicks to him the rest of the year.
Kyle Kramer comes on to lead his troops on the first series here in Wildcat Stadium. Just underway here, opening quarter. Probably going to open up with a 3-receiver spread to the far side, 1 to the near. Jaden Kidd is going to flank him to the left. Thompson and Rogers out wide, and we've got flags down. Look, a little bit of confusion there on first down.
Well, I know it wasn't delay. There was no delay.
The clock was still at 3.
Yeah.
But there.
Motion.
Must have been some motion. They're going to mark Prattville back to the 24, 20, about 23.5-yard line. Well, not the way you wanted to start. 1st and 15 lines now from inside their own 25-yard line. Just underway. Here's Kyle Kramer from the shotgun. Going to hand this one off to Kidd, trying to get to the outside. Got a man to beat and does not get past him. He's down at almost the original line of scrimmage is Kidd.
You know, you had a tough time getting the ball. You know,
Yeah.
It slowed him down. He was juggling the ball as he got the handoff, and if he doesn't juggle, he may still be running.
He may be.
One guy just got a hand on him to trip him up.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 for our Lions, just underway here in Enterprise, Alabama. Here's Bates coming in motion, setting in alongside Rogers. Kramer wants to pass, looking downfield, steps out of pressure, still in pressure, and he's going to take a sack back at the 25-yard line. Well, Enterprise brought the house and brought Kramer to the ground at the 25.
We had 3 receivers out, but they were well covered. He really didn't have anybody open, and I think he was trying to get through there and maybe run it, but there was just too much traffic there.
3rd and 15 now for the Lions at their own 25-yard line. Rogers to the near side. Bates along in the slot. Causey in the far slot on the far side. Kramer got the pass, looking downfield. Sets up the screen inside to Bates. Bates has got a room 35-40. Bates gets his first down out to the 42-yard line. Great run after the catch by Altarius Bates. And great setup, great call.
Yeah, just a middle screen from the slot receiver. Man, it was set up perfect. Great call by Matt Malone there.
1st and 10 Lions at their 41-yard line. 10:21 to play here, opening quarter. No score, opening possession for either team. Kramer loads it up, passes it out in the flat. He's got Kidd out there, cuts it inside. Jaden Kidd across the 45 to midfield, inside Enterprise territory. Dragon tacklers down to the 41-yard line, and the ball came loose. It has been stripped away, but I think the referee is calling it down at the 41-yard line.
No, he's not.
No? I believe he is.
Yeah, well, let's see. I do see one official, yeah.
They've marked it down at the 41-yard line. Let's go down to Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett on that play.
He has called him down.
Okay.
I thought so.
Yeah, the guy from the far side.
Yeah.
He was calling him down.
Well, I can tell you right now it was an excellent call because I saw it from right here.
We're all right. It is going to set up a first down for the Lions inside Wildcat territory at the 41-yard line. 9:57 to play, opening quarter. Lions on the move. No score so far between either team. Opening possession. Here's a quick pass out intended for Bates. A little high, a little wide for him. Trying to set up that receiver screen, but Kramer a little quick on the give there. Couldn't quite get it to him.
Kendrick had a block sealed, so if he gets it to him, we're going to pick up some positive yardage, no doubt. They're just a little antsy on that throw.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the Enterprise 41-yard line. Prattville with the ball. Kramer loads up the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side. Bunched inside to the near is Thompson. Kidd now just to the left side of Kramer. Kramer drops the pass. Looking downfield. Short, deflected to the line of scrimmage. Nearly intercepted. Incomplete it goes at the 43-yard line. Trying to set up that short pass again. This time batted away. And it brings up a 3rd and 10 for our Lions.
Well, we talked about we might see some, some intermediate type things, and these screens really, especially the middle screen to Bates earlier was excellent play, but Enterprise has been in position on the other 2.
From the Wildcat 41 go the Lions on 3rd and 10. 9:43 to play, opening quarter. No score so far. Kramer drops the pass, looks downfield, firing deep. He's got it complete. Oh, incomplete. Bobbled at the 22-yard line and dropped right in the hands of Bates, and incomplete. And now a 4th down coming up for the Lions.
Boy, what an outstanding throw.
Yep.
Right on the money. Just Bates tried to take off running before he got the ball.
Yeah, he had plans with that ball, but
yeah,
not to be as the Lions set up a punting situation here. Riley Fairhurst on to punt for the Lions. He'll set his heels down at our 45-yard line. 2 Enterprise receivers deep at the 10. Lions now spread it out wide. Clock stopped at 9:37 here in the opening quarter. Riley punts this one away, and it is a nice spiraling punt. It sails deep inside the 5 and brought out at the 5 and tackled inside the 5 down at the 2-yard line. Tackled at the 2.
Looked like Taylor
Thompson on the tackle.
And Cromlin down there as well for the Lions.
Let's go down to Donnie Burnett on the sideline.
That's great coverage by the Pride team.
Pride team.
Hey, Donnie, you'll remember this. We got a J.J. Kemp from Maggie Valley, North Carolina, tuning in tonight.
J.J.?
J.J. the Chief.
The Chief?
Julius Kemp.
You know, he and I had a little conversation today. Seems like we've got some competition going on with some eating clubs.
He loves maize, I can tell you that.
Maize. Is the F silent in Kemp?
Kind of like the book that Adolf Hitler wrote, Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf?
Mein Kampf, yeah. Something like that.
Did y'all see what just happened?
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. The whole team moved.
The whole team shifted, and we thought they were running a play, and so we went on across there and tackled the quarterback.
Now, you know that's a smart play because you know what the defensive line is doing now? They're going like,
what?
We don't know when to go. They're going to be real hesitant on this play, I can tell you.
First down and 5 Enterprise from their 8-yard line.
He jumped. Come on now. Okay, they got it. Well, they gave it back.
Meanwhile, the fumes and smoke from the paratroopers are just enveloping the field right now. It's red, smoky, fumey in here right now.
Smells like those little smoke bombs we had when we were little.
Smells like those black cats, right?
What did you do
snakes.
with it? What did you do with those things?
Well,
you throw them in people's houses?
We threw them down the storm sewer. I know now that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, no, we threw them in people's houses and ran.
All right. Now 1st and 10 for the Wildcats again after the motion call back at the 3-yard line. Jackson Darlington, the quarterback. And now we've got motion again.
Yes. Let's see who's it?
He might be calling it on the center. Donnie, what do you see down there?
Well, first of all, the ball was like a yard ahead, and it was like 1st and 9. He was trying to get him to move the ball back. The guy in the middle wasn't going to have nothing to do with it. You're not going to correct me. So he just threw his flag, stopped the play. And now we're going to walk it off 5 because we're lined up in the neutral zone, which really and truly we weren't because that's not where the ball originally was.
This is crazy.
I'm trying to argue that point, but I'm getting nowhere.
Nowhere. First down again for the Wildcats. Third chance at first down. This time it's going to be 1st and 5 again from the 8. Eventually we're going to run an offensive play for Enterprise. Darlington under center. This time it's a give to the running back. The freshman has the ball. He's across the 15 out to the 17, 18, 23, 25-yard line before he's finally tackled. Number 22, Michael Johnson, picks up a first down for the Wildcats.
Boy, you look like the Notre Dame box right there, man.
Yep.
They just 4 people in the backfield, and they just did a sweep with a young freshman.
Michael Johnson.
Yeah, real talented, fast guy for a 9th grader.
1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 26-yard line. No score here in Wildcat Stadium. 9:17 to play. Opening quarter. This newfangled Enterprise old school offense trying to make some action here as Darlington is going to keep it this time. Going to get about 3, maybe 3 yards out to the 29-yard line. Runs right into the teeth of that Prattville front. Looked like Will McQuiston coming out from under that pile with a stop.
Yeah, with this type of offense, you're probably going to see some more 4-man fronts than we've seen in a while. Right now we got a 3-man front with one of our backers going down, mostly Ian Jackson, as kind of an end there.
Clock on the move, 8:48, opening quarter here, no score. Enterprise 2nd down and 7 inside their own 30-yard line. Darlington again from under center. He's got it. He spins, hands it off to 22, going on the right side. Nobody sees him. until he gets out to the 38-yard line and another Wildcat first down.
Well, they're doing exactly what this offense is designed to do, is a little bit of, making people this misdirection here. Looked like the quarterback was going to take it this side, and he hands off and runs back the other side. And so, like we said before, assignment defense is what we got to run tonight. Just got to do your job.
1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 38-yard line. Under 8.5 to play here, opening quarter, no score. And here's Darlington is going to keep it again, right up the middle, and he'll get nowhere. He'll get maybe a half a yard to the 43.5-yard line. Prattville up to the task on that play.
Yeah, it looked like Trotter along with also James in on the tackle for Prattville.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 from the 38 of Enterprise. Go the Wildcats.
Boy, if you're a corner for Prattville, that's got to be a boring game compared to last week when it's thrown all over the field. Yeah. Now you got a lot of run responsibility here.
Now a 7-man switch here for the Wildcats.
Well, they should be coming this side, and we don't have enough people.
Darlington wants to pass, drops back. Now he's going to have to run with it. In some trouble now, spins off again from Jackson, but Jackson finally gets him in between the chains at the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him down just past the 45, between the 45 and 46, set up a 3rd down and about 3 for the Wildcats. The line to make is the 48. They're just inside the 46.
Boy, you saw how bad we were outnumbered on this side. I know we were lined up wrong, because if they would have ran the power sweep this way, they may still be running.
Could be.
Thank goodness they didn't, but we've got to get lined up a little better, because if they'd have ran, that would have been in trouble.
Approaching 7 minutes to play here, opening quarter. 0-0 your score. Enterprise with the ball on the move, 3rd down and long 2 from their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to do that all night, and our guys have got to be disciplined and not. Now, our guy jumped. He didn't touch anybody.
But he didn't touch anybody.
Yeah.
But they're marking it off 5 yards. That'll be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
This has got to be frustrating for the defensive front right now.
But they're doing almost a complete line shift with the exception of the center, and we've got to learn they're going to do that. And, of course, what that does is take out a little bit of your aggressiveness coming off the ball.
1st and 10 Wildcats from the Prattville 48. Darlington's going to keep it himself around the left side, and he's cut down at the 48 after a minimal gain of about 1.
Yeah, it looked like a great job that time by number 45, Deshaun Daniels for Prattville.
2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats at the Prattville 48-yard line. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Prattville 0, Enterprise 0. An all-important regional tilt here in Enterprise, Alabama, in the Wildcat Palace. 2nd down and 9 they go from just inside the Prattville 48-yard line. Darlington spins, wants to pass. Now has to run with it. He's still on his feet inside the 40-yard line. Tackled at the 38. Very close to a 1st down. He may have it.
Keandre Powell from his linebacker spot made the tackle. He doesn't make that tackle, it's going to go a good ways there. So good job by Keandre to save a long run there.
Well, it looks like we got a timeout on the field. Heat timeout on the field. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Lions football continues after these words.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
At the line's 39-yard line, and here is the quarterback keeps it on the whirly bird and still on his feet, still driving, just spinning around. He gets down to the 35-yard line before he's finally stopped. Let's go down to Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
All right, what you have to do, you've got to score every time you have the ball because these guys are going to take 8 minutes off the clock before you may not get it back. Unusual. I'm just going to say that.
It is second down and 6.
We were just talking about that in the break. We got to get up 2 scores, and then they'll have to come out of this offense.
2nd and 6 from the Prattville 35, and Darlington's going to keep it again. This time he's going to get out to the 30-yard line before he's cut down. Going to be 3rd and very short for the Wildcats, 3rd and about 2.
It looked like Trey Thompson coming up from his cornerback spot to make the tackle.
3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats. Ball is just inside the Prattville 30-yard line. The line to make is just beyond the 28. 4:58 to play in the opening quarter. Wildcats have held it for the majority of the quarter so far as they continue this drive. Unorthodox as it is. 3rd and a long 1. Short 2. Darlington takes it and gives it inside to his running back number 24, and he's going to power ahead for his first down to the 25-yard line. That was Zaire Boyd on the carry, 5'4", 160 pounds of him. And Prattville just having a hard time right now figuring this peculiar offense out.
Well, one thing I think is going to pay off, we've gone to a 4-man front now, but we're rotating defensive linemen in left and right. I think that's going to pay big dividends in the second half.
1st and 10 now for the Wildcats at the Prattville 25-yard line. 4:25 to play, opening quarter. No score, but the Wildcats have marched this from their own 3-yard line. And here is Darlington on a give on the end around. Number 18 has it. He's cutting it back inside down to the 20-yard line. Still on his feet, 15, 10, inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Got a flag.
Is number 18, Cameron Cowart, but there is a flag down at the 13.
Should be a clip on A.J. Gary, but we'll see. Or something involving A.J. Gary. Let's see what they call here.
Let's take it down to our Steak and Shake reporter, Donnie Burnett, down on the sideline.
I'm going to go face mask. The 75 just ripped Andre's helmet off of him. So he shouldn't have to leave the game because his face mask or helmet was removed because of the player. So he shouldn't have to come out.
They're making him come out. I saw Caleb arguing what you were saying, Donnie, but they still took him out.
The penalty marks it back to the 23-yard line where it'll be 1st down and 8 for the Wildcats at the line's 23-yard line. 4:02 to play, opening quarter. Enterprise marching methodically as Darlington carries this one. Across the 20 down to the 18, 19-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards and bring up 2nd down and 4 as we go under 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 3:45, clock on the move. Ball is spotted at the Prattville 19-yard line.
Looked like Malik Stargell had come in for A.J., and A.J.'s back on the field after that one play. What a great game he had last week, man.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did. All right, Darlington puts his troops in, all within 7 yards of the ball. From the shotgun he goes. He's got it, and he's going to keep it again, run into that left. And this time he's hitting the backfield, squirts out of it, but not before he's cleaned up at the 21-yard line after a minimal gain.
Yeah, Brodarius Lewis made the play. A.J. Gary shot through a block and slowed him down, didn't quite tackle him, but allowed Brodarius to come in there and make the tackle.
The loss is 1 back to the 20-yard line. It brings up the first 3rd and longer than 5 for the Wildcats all night long. It's 3rd and 7 from the 20-yard line. Lions trying to end this drive right here as Darlington back in that tight formation, that Notre Dame box-looking thing. He whirls out of it and looks to pass, throws it across the middle, and this is caught at the 10-yard line, on his feet at the 5, and fumbled it out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Fumbled it out of bounds at the, they're going to mark it down out at the 2. 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they don't throw it very often, but that time Darlington threw it right on the money. It's a crossing route, looked like maybe from the tight end position, and he did get hit by Cromlin, and Cromlin knocked the ball loose, but it didn't roll out of bounds.
1st and goal Wildcats from the 3-yard line. 2:30 to play opening quarter. No score so far, but the Enterprise Wildcats, after marching 95 yards, are knocking at the door. Darlington keeps it, going around the left side. I'm going to cut it back in. He's taken down at the 6-yard line, a 3-yard loss. Nice contained by the defense on that play.
Yeah, A.J. Geary made the play, and he got tackled, too. He's coming out of the game. He's holding his left arm, but he got tackled from behind, making the tackle. So great job by A.J. there.
Under 2 to play here in the opening quarter. First down and goal. Second and goal for Enterprise from the 7-yard line.
Malik Stargell again back in for the Lions, replacing A.J. Geary.
Jackson Darlington once again brings out the bunch set. 4 running backs in the backfield. Everybody's switching now. Loads it up. And it's end around give. Up the middle it goes.
Yeah.
Stopped at the, well, still dragging tacklers inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 2-yard line is the running back. I'm not sure who's got it, but it's down there at the 2-yard line.
Looked like they made an initial stop, and the refs just let it keep going. And I don't know if some of the Prattville defenders kind of held up a little bit or what, but it was looked like it should have been stopped there.
It is 3rd and goal for the Wildcats at the 1 with 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. The Wildcats have literally held it for almost 10 minutes of this quarter. 3rd and goal from the 1, under a minute to play here, opening quarter. No score, Enterprise threatening. Darlington goes into the end zone, fumble out the back of the end zone, and the Lions have recovered it. It's a touchback.
Yes, sir.
98.5-yard drive.
Now, they're not giving it to us yet. It
now they
came
signal
loose.
Touchback. Let's go down to the sideline to Donnie Burnett. I thought I saw a touchback signaled.
Well, the end guys was calling him down. Question is, did he break the plane before the ball came out? And that's what they're going to say. Either going to call him down. We're going to have to see.
The ball came loose before he's down.
Right, so there's your signal right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew, that was pretty close.
Touchback it is. So Donnie, the defense gives up 98 yards, but no points. How about that?
And, that is absolutely awesome. And while I got y'all, Vic says, "What's up, guys? It's 53 degrees in Fairbanks." And then I get a text from Dave Burns who says, "Prattville Alive is awesome. He is at an Alan Jackson concert in Orlando, Florida, watching the game."
Oh, Neon Rainbow World Tour?
How about that?
How about that? Lions back on the field after a very, very long time. 41 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. No score. The Lions defense stands strong. Kramer, quick pass out to Thompson at the 20-yard line. Thompson, 25. Stiff arms a man out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for the Lions. Good run there by Thompson after the catch.
Yeah, great job. Just a little different look than we've seen, really. And a good pass and catch there by Kramer and Thompson.
1st and 10 for the Lions from our 31-yard line. 40 seconds to play opening quarter. No score so far here at Wildcat Stadium. Kramer. And we've got quick motion again. It's going to push us back. Boy, we're playing behind the chains a lot right now.
Just can't seem to get any rhythm, really. I want to talk about those guys up front. You've got Carson Hughes, Ethan Biddle, also Levi Lowry. Those guys don't get the recognition they deserve. We'll get the other ones in a minute.
1st and 15 Lions from their own 25-yard line. Kramer loads it up, high snap, pulls it down. Now in some trouble, in a lot of trouble. Steps out of it still. He's still on his feet, looking downfield. Throws it across the middle, and it is caught at the 35-yard line, out to the 38. The catch is made by number 8, Albert Taggart.
Wow.
Great concentration.
Phenomenal play by Kramer as he fought through all kind of traffic. Didn't look like he was going to be able to get the ball off, and, man, he threw it right on the money to Taggart. Great catch in traffic.
Well, now something's going on, Donnie. Let's go down to Donnie. What's happening?
A
holding? You have a holding penalty back here.
Goodness gracious.
So, anyway.
Goodness gracious.
We're trying to do too much and not just play in the game.
The holding penalty puts Prattville all the way back to the 16-yard line, where it will be 1st and 25. 1st and 25 for the Lions. Ish. Back inside the 16-yard line. 25 seconds to play. Kramer drops the pass. Looking downfield. Sets up another screen. This time it's Rogers with the catch out to the 21-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup, and that might end the quarter.
looked like he wanted to go to him early and then didn't like what he saw and then eventually went back to him, but that is going to be.
We got one quarter in the books. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Your score from Enterprise, Alabama, Enterprise 0, Prattville 0. Lions football continues after these words.
Truck. You got to have a truck. The best selection of previously owned trucks in Central Alabama is at Auto X of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At Auto X of Prattville, they have Ford F-150, Chevrolet Silverados, great selection of Ram tough trucks, great selection of Jeep Wranglers, and the best selection of SUVs in Central Alabama. Go to their website at autoxofprattville.com or follow on Facebook. Give them a call at 491-1045. That's 491-1045.
Chip Powell here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet with sales manager Kirk Mims, where LP also stands for low prices. Kirk, talk about your deals here.
Man, it's a great time here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. You know what? Football is here, but football also means fall savings at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. We got great prices. We got a great inventory. We got 0% financing on multiple models. There's never been a bigger time to shop. We have a great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet right here in Prattville, Alabama.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Well, I wish we were in Stanley Jensen.
Wish
we were in Stanley Jensen. Home of the Wildcats here, the palace known as Wildcat Stadium. A lot of road penalties so far. A lot of people back home are noticing that too. The Lions will start this second quarter with a 2nd and 19 from their own 22-yard line. 0-0 is your score.
Look at the yard markers. What's going on?
The chain gang can't get right over here.
What? I thought they – oh, I got you. I'm sorry.
It's 2nd and 19 after that long holding call and then the pass to Rogers.
Confused, but they got it.
All right, Kramer loads up the shotgun once again. He's got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Quick pitch out to Bates and a little bit of space. 25, Bates makes a man miss out to the 30, dives so hard ahead to the 35. They're going to mark us forward. They're going to mark him down inside the 35. Clearly he dove to the 36, but that's neither here nor there. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 yards to go for the Lions to keep this drive alive.
Isaiah Causey sprung the run right there with a good block. That's a guy we need to talk about, too. A great article on Isaiah Causey.
No doubt. 11:30 to play before the half. No score so far. Lions trying to break out onto the board for the first time tonight. Kramer to pass across the middle. This one's complete, and it is Causey with the catch across the 45 to the 46-yard line, giving the 46 and a Lions first down. Isaiah Causey.
Well, great job at that offensive line with the protection there. It looked like on this side for Prattville 53, Cord Hill, and also 77, Carter Barnes.
1st and 10 Lions from our own 46-yard line. 11-12 to play here in the second quarter, and Kyle to pass again. Complete to Causey again, this time in Wildcat territory, out of bounds on the Prattville boundary at the 47-yard line. Another 7-yard pickup for the Lions. Is 2nd and 3 coming up.
You know, Isaiah's a guy we got to count on. You know, he's a senior guy that's really came on since last year, and we're counting on him heavily this year.
Kramer again. This time they mark it back. They mark him inside the 48 of Enterprise, so it's going to be 2nd down at about 5. 4-receiver set. It's a give to Taggart. Taggart up the middle. Taggart making men miss, banging ahead to the inside the 45 down to the 40 of Enterprise, and another Lions first down. Albert Taggart.
Yeah, he's about as physical a runner as we've had in a long time as a sophomore. He don't mind taking it up in there, running through folks. He did it that time right there.
No doubt. 1st and 10 Lions on the move in Enterprise territory at the 41-yard line. 10:20 to play here in the opening half. No score here in Wildcat Stadium. Kramer give again to Taggart. Taggart up the middle, around the seam. Taggart in the open field. Taggart all the way. No flags. Touchdown, Prattville. Albert Taggart the 3rd from 41 yards out. And get used to that, Lion Nation. You're going to see a lot of it from that young sophomore. The Lions break out on the board first, 6-0 over the Wildcats of Enterprise with 10:06 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, running behind those guys, Carter Barnes and also Cord Hill, who we just talked about, running right through there. Good gap. He runs through one, outruns the other ones. Great job. Good-looking sophomore running back for Prattville.
No doubt. On for the point after now is Elliott Duke. Kyle Kramer kneels to hold. Elliott Duke perfect on kicks and PATs last week against Central. Does he continue that trend tonight? So far, so good. 10:06 to play here in the second quarter. Prattville 7, Enterprise 0. We'll take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
No,
You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
Back to Wildcat Stadium, 7-0 your score. Your Sport Clips MVP of the scoring drive was a 41-yard run by Albert Taggart for pay dirt. No appointment needed at Sport Clips. The Sport Clips MVP experience includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and the legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. Our good friend Colin sets to kick it off for the Lions. Colin Rogers puts toe to leather going left to right. And this is going to sail high into the night of Wildcat Stadium, 7 yards deep into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to Steak and Shake Southern reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett.
Guys, y'all have still not seen the speed of Albert Taggart. As physical of a runner he is that fast when he wants to be. Somebody said, how fast is he? And he said, as fast as he needs to be. Yeah. Great speed, great young man. I mean, I can tell you stories about him. You know, he was my veer back the year that we ran the veer.
That's right.
And a little over 1,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 7 football games. It was pretty impressive.
All right, here comes the Wildcats and their flying V back out onto the field. 1st and 10 from the 20. Go the Wildcats. And now 10 people besides the center are going to switch places right now. Very interesting. And as Darlington spinning around, hands it off to Johnson, the running back. Johnson down inside the 24-yard line. Of course, they mark him outside the 25 on the stop.
Trotter, also Mason Taylor, and Will McQuiston on the tackle.
I'm seeing some rolling spots out there. That ball is spotted at the 26-yard line. Very favorable spot to bring up 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats from their own 26-yard line. Prattville up 7-zip, 9:55 to play before halftime. Here's Darlington. This time he is going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to get 2 very punishing yards. This Prattville defense just laid him back the other way.
And here comes 2 guys coming in. Look like they're going to go to a 4-man front. That one defensive lineman and one linebacker came out. For Prattville going in is Tyrese Nunn and Dominic James.
Bringing the big bodies in. 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats at their 28-yard line. Prattville leads at 7-0, 9:20 to play here in the second quarter. On the road down in Enterprise. Again with another 8-man shift here for the Wildcats. Darlington takes it, spins, hands off to his running back around the left side. He's going to have his first down by a narrow margin out to the 32-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, he needed to, and it moves the chains for the Wildcats once again. As we roll under 9 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
You know, I can see why you want to run this type of offense, especially if you don't have better talent than the other team. You can kind of equalize the talent with this kind of motion, misdirection, and it makes you play sound football on defense. So, you know, this may be something that Enterprise is almost forced to do. Look like motion there.
1st and 10 here. Darlington in trouble and deep in the backfield and just dumps it down on the ground. That's got to be grounding.
Got to be grounding.
That's got to be. And there comes the flag.
Yeah.
There comes the flag for intentional grounding on Jackson Darlington. He was in some trouble and just as a last-ditch effort dumped it, and he's going to pay the price for that. That's going to be a loss of down. As we go to clock stopped at 8 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the second quarter. I want to remind you guys about Extreme Bowling tonight at Bama Lanes in Prattville. Extreme Bowling happens Friday and Saturday nights from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. The cost, including unlimited bowling and sugar rental, is only $10. And there's some great events coming up around Bama Lanes in the next few days. Am I right?
All right, man, I love it. It's right near my house, man. I love to get out there and do a little bowling. In fact, a lot of people say that I look like a professional.
You've been compared to the great Pete Weber is what I've heard.
Just, you know, I've never have been able to – I've always wanted to – well, we'll come back and talk about that.
It's going to be 2nd and 25 when we come back for the Wildcats from their own 18-yard line. We'll take a 1-minute break, and Lions football will continue after these words.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Darlington on first down wants to pass on 2nd and 25. And he is dropped. Completed pass. And the receiver pays the price for it back at the 18-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 25. They're going to give him a nice, generous 1-yard gain.
Looked like Ian Jackson came over there and made the play for the Lions.
3rd and 24 for the Wildcats at their own 19-yard line. Prattville up 7-zip with 8:07 to play in the second quarter. And what kind of play can you pull out of this offense for 24 yards?
My favorite 3rd and 24 play is the play to pick up the first down.
Yes, that 24-yard pass play or run play, either one.
Either one. It's just one of those two favorites.
Darlington loads the shotgun. He's going to roll to the left side, floods the secondary receivers, throws across the middle. It's complete out to number 11, and he's down to the 34, 35-yard line, short of the first down. Complete to Jared Smith, the good-looking receiver, 6'2", 185, junior.
Yeah, it looked like the defense for Prattville did what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
Don't let anything behind you. Keep it underneath. Keep it from being completed beyond the 24-yard distance, and they did a good job there.
Punting situation now for the Wildcats. Kendrick Rogers deep to receive the punt for Prattville. He'll have his heels down around the 25-yard line. 7 minutes to play before the halftime bell. Prattville leads at 7-zip. Here's a low snap picked up by the punter and gotten away. Wobbly end over end, short, out of bounds along the Enterprise boundary. We'll see where they mark it. Refs coming up at the 35.
Needs to keep on walking.
Keep on walking past the they mark it at the 40. Let's go down to Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett on the sideline.
Yeah, I was kind of watching that. I thought it should have been a little more about the probably 46.
It's like it bounced out of bounds at the 40.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? Spots have been really generous all night.
Really generous. And speaking of generous, I like the fact that they had to come out of that, whatever that was, the offense that they're in.
Yeah.
That nightmare.
Because I don't think they can do a whole lot against us in a regular offense.
6:55 to play before half. 7-zip, Lions on top, 1st and 10 from their own 40. And here's the inside give to Rogers, and it's going to go down. Stop the play. Stop everything. Stop everything. We've got a false start against the Lions. Stop the presses tonight. Larry Puckett Tire Engineers. Save money and, most importantly, save time when you need tires and an express oil change.
Hey, listen, let's talk about that real quick. Deer season coming up. It's time to put on the mud terrains or even maybe aggressive all-terrain. I'm going to see them in the next couple of weeks get mine done.
Awesome. Best place to get it done. 1st and 15 now, and another flag.
Wow.
Goodness gracious, another flag. Probably going to be another motion call. So let's go down to Johnny Burnett on the sideline. Donnie, this is very uncharacteristic.
I'm not sure I'm right here on the ball, and I have no idea what is going on.
Well, it is 1st down and 20 for the Lions, back at our own 30-yard line. Lions holding a 7-0 edge with 6:54 to play in the second quarter. Kramer, they didn't stop it this time. They give it to Powell. Keandre Powell carries it to the 31-yard line for a gain of about 1. And we got an injured line down on the field. 74, Ethan Biddle, but he's up on his own power. A little hobbled on that right side. Looks like he's gonna try to stay in the game. He is.
Yeah, he lined up at left guard. very vital member of our offensive line. He's going to stay in there, tough guy.
2nd and 18 now for the Lions at our 32-yard line. Here's Kramer to pass, looking downfield, fires across the middle. This one's complete to Taylor Thompson at the 45-yard line and down right there. Back in between the chains. He took a big hit by number 17, Jalen Webster, on that play. Held onto the ball. And it was a tough cookie.
Oh, that's such a huge catch because not many high school football players make that catch there. Right in
We've got
traffic.
another heat timeout.
Took a good hit.
Boy, we're
Good
stopping the
job.
clock a few times tonight. 6:03 to play. We'll take a 1-minute break. Heat timeout on the field. 7-zip. Lions lead. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
It's time for a trip to Prattville Outdoors at 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville. Prattville Outdoors is locally owned, family operated. The Johnson Brothers and Viv. Prattville Outdoors with a great selection of Gravely zero-turn mowers. These are top zero-turn mowers, residential or commercial. Buy now with no money down, 0% financing for up to 48 months, and they got all the sales and service to back up everything they do there at Prattville Outdoors. So when you're ready to buy a brand new lawnmower, you need to go to the people that know their stuff. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or follow on Facebook.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
To Kendrick Rogers, out of bounds along the Wildcat boundary at the Wildcat 45-yard line. That'll move the chains once again for the Lions. Kramer starting to find some rhythm out there, Chip.
Little out route. You might see that one more time, and then you're going to have an out and up. You're going to see Kendrick Rogers get thrown that route, I promise you, before the night's over with.
7-zip, Lions lead on the move now with the ball, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 45, 5:50 to play in the opening quarter. Powell gets the carry again, reverses his field, cuts it back up the middle, and gets a few yards inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line, giving the 42, 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 coming up as the clock continues to roll on toward halftime. The Marcus Jackson halftime show comes at you in about 5.5 minutes. Tony Camara is the halftime guest, assistant principal at Prattville High School. You do not want to miss the stories that Coach Camara can tell you. 2nd and 6. Here once again is the give. Flag on the play. Flag's down at the line of scrimmage. Powell carries it inside the 35. Would be enough for probably a first down, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is.
Take a look in motion again.
Let's check in with Donnie Burnett down the sideline, our Steak and Shake sideline reporter.
Guys, I don't know. They threw that one before anything ever happened. I don't think we were set, but I can't confirm or deny that's what happened.
Well, you're talking to Bates. You don't reckon Bates was lined up offside, do you?
He may have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's pointing. He said, I'm pointing.
Yeah.
But he's not going to tell him. Coach Ross is talking with the official now.
That's exactly what he pointed to the official saying, am I okay? And apparently the official
And the official said he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So when you move up or back, that's when they throw the flag on you.
2nd and 11 after the penalty. Back at the Enterprise 46-yard line go the Lions. Kramer looks to pass, looking downfield. He wants to go deep. He's got a man down there, and one-on-one, incomplete. A little too tall. Looking for Bates down there. Around the goal line, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 at the Wildcat 46-yard line as Will Trawick now checks into the ball game.
You had Bates and Rogers over there. And Rogers ran an out route. Bates ran down the seam there right on the hash and well covered. And Kyle just kind of threw it away there.
4:56 to play before half. Clock is stopped. Lions holding a 7-0 lead over the Wildcats. And now we're going to call a timeout, I think, to talk this 3rd and 11 over. Important play coming up. And we'll take a 1-minute break as well. Lions football continues after these words.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
It's Wildcat 46-yard line, 4:56 to play in the second quarter. Kramer drops back to pass, looking downfield, has time, now throws it deep. He's got a man down, he's got Thompson, and threw it a little too high. Thompson made a diving effort for it, couldn't come up with it at the 10-yard line. And once again, 4th and 11 for the Lions. They'll have to punt it back.
Oh, man, that
to the
was
Wildcats.
a great route by Taylor. He had the defender beat by a couple yards and laid out as far as he could. Boy, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I love to see a guy lay out for it, and Taylor Thompson put every ounce he had to catch that one, just a little overthrown.
Punting situation now. Riley Fairhurst on to punt it away for the Lions. The Wildcat return man back at his own 9-yard line. Riley back at his own 40 to punt this one away. 4:49 to play before half, and the Wildcats look to get it back. Trailing our line 7-zip, and Riley kicks a short one, wobbly. Takes a Prattville bounce, though, inside the 15-yard line, down to the 13-yard line. Give him the 14, and the Wildcats will take over right there. Let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
Yeah, it looked to me like Taylor got a little held up when he came out of that break to get to the inside, and I think that might be why that ball was overthrown. But like you said, man, it's awesome to see somebody lay out for one like that.
Love it.
That was 220 pounds laying out, too.
That was a Chip, I'll tell you this, Jim Thompson is very impressed with Taylor Thompson.
Well, good. Are they related?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 14-yard line. They're going to give right up the middle and get about 3 out to the 17-yard line. Clock on the move at 4 minutes and 30 seconds before the half. Prattville holding a 7-0 advantage.
You know what's odd about tonight is, have we called out Wade White yet tonight?
Nope. He's out there on every down.
He hadn't had an opportunity to do anything, with this offense. And, but that's what they try to do is lull you to sleep with that, and then they'll come over the top of you.
That's right.
Got to be stay awake back there.
2nd and 6, Wildcats from just inside their 18-yard line. And it's a direct snap to Robinson. Robinson hit, squirts loose, but Dominic James cleans him up at the 22-yard line. Of course, they're going to mark him back up near the 24.
Let me tell you, A.J. Geary made one heck of a play. He went inside the blocker and contain as well. Got a hand on him, forced him back inside to allow the tackle to be made. That's a play that you won't get any stats on there, but he did his job.
I'm going to check that spot again. It's back at the 18, not the 24. 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats at their own 18-yard line. 3:26 to play in the second quarter. And another spin move by the quarterback, and he wants to throw it. Steps out of it, going to run, and going to pick up his first down at the 26-yard line. I really don't think when he does that he's got any intention to throw it.
No. And, this is the tight game Enterprise wanted right here.
Mm-hmm.
One-score game. This offense right here, you can control the clock like crazy, which they've done. And we just got to get points on the board, and it's under 3 minutes now.
Now we got a timeout on the field. 3:01 to play in the second quarter. Prattville leads 7-0. We'll take a 1-minute break.
To make money. The region's largest quality kids consignment sale begins October 26th. It's the Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale at Prattville Pickers. Children's clothing, shoes, accessories, toys, books, strollers, swings, furniture, even maternity, and much, much more. Sign up at momsmarketplace.net to sell your quality kids items, volunteer to make even more, and shop first. The Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale happens October 26th. momsmarketplace.net. Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 28-yard line. 3:01 to play before the half. Prattville leading 7-0. Darlington wants to pass. Looks downfield and firing downfield. This ball's called at the 40-yard line and tackled at the 41 is Terrell Hudson. Wade White gets his first tackle of the night, I believe.
Yep. Well executed play there by Enterprise there.
Enterprise will move the chains again. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their 41-yard line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the half. Lions leading at 7-0. Trying to get this Wildcat offense off the field and maybe score again before the halftime buzzer. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats nonetheless at their own 42. Wildcats with 5 running backs in the backfield. Pitches to number 22. He gets the carry. Will McQuiston brings him down at the 42-yard line for little to no gain on the play.
Yeah, you could see the running back from Enterprise a little timid on that run because he was expecting to get hit. And that was 18 Cameron Coward, a 10th grader. And, we keep talking about Enterprise and the guys that are they're skilled players. Most of them are underclassmen, so maybe this Enterprise team is in a rebuilding type year, but right now they're giving us all we want.
2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats at their own 42-yard line. 1:48 to play in the second quarter. Lions up 7-0. Darlington direct snap, takes it, goes across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
And they're doing exactly what they want to do. It's just it's taking too much time, though. They're down to 125, and Enterprise can't keep doing this. You got to get the ball in the air here.
3rd down, call it 4, back to the 47-yard line of Enterprise. 1:12 to play in the second quarter.
I like
Darlington
where
again.
Cromlin is.
Ball, bad snap. Ball's on the ground. Falls on it back at the 42-yard line, and it's 4th down and 10 coming up for the Wildcats, and Prattville calls their last timeout, I believe. 1:03 to play before the half. Guardian Credit Union. Find out about earning up to 4% on your checking balance at myguardiancu.com. Guardian Credit Union is where we belong and where we do all of our banking. Piggly Wiggly at Pine Level. Hey, you don't have to fight the traffic and long lines at the big box grocery stores to get a great steak at the best prices. Travel right up Highway 31 to Piggly Wiggly in Pine Level for Black Angus beef, and don't forget the grill will be smoking this weekend at Piggly Wiggly in Pine Level.
You know what's great about that? That's on the way to my hunting land I've got up in White City, and I get to stop there on the way and on the way back. They got that grill going.
Yep.
Man, they got ribs, chopped barbecue, sausage, all kind of stuff. It's awesome. And Piggly Wiggly is it is an awesome place, and the people right there in Pine Level love it. I can tell you that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Go check it out for yourself. It's not your grandma's Piggly Wiggly anymore. It's an upscale place. 4th and 8, punting situation now for the Wildcats with 1:03 to play. Prattville holding a 7-0 advantage. The Wildcats spread this formation all the way across the field. They punt it away, and it is a wobbly punt that Rogers fair catches at the 27-yard line. So with 58.7 seconds to play in the half, the Lions will get a chance. No timeouts, leading 7-0. And we'll see what Coach Ross and Coach Malone can draw up with a minute to play in the half.
Well, we've got the personnel to move the ball down the field rather quickly with, is that no timeouts?
No timeouts.
No timeouts left. So got to get the ball on some out routes. And, again, this may be a time you'll see that out and up that I know we'll see sometime during the ball game today.
Kyle Kramer is going to put 4 receivers in the formation here, 2 to either side. Enterprise dropping a safety deep, 15 yards, 20 yards off the line. 58 seconds to play, no timeouts left. Prattville holding a 7-0 edge over the Wildcats here in Wildcat Stadium Enterprise, Alabama. Kramer loads a shotgun, has a little bit of time, throws it across the middle. This one's complete to Rogers at the 30-yard line, but the ball stays in play. Clock continues to roll after a 2-yard gain on the pass. Lions trying to come set quickly. Clock on the move with 40 seconds to play before the half. Kramer gets his team set. Has the snap and looks to pass again. This time throwing for Causey, and he makes the catch out of bounds.
Bates,
yep.
Yeah.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Prattville Lions radio network. And miss this play in the process. .31 seconds to play here in Wildcat Stadium. 3rd down and 8 for the Lions. Holding a 7-0 edge just before the half. Kramer loads a shotgun. 2 receivers to one side, 1 to the other. Drops back to pass. Under a little rush, steps out of it. Looking, still looking. Now firing deep down the middle. Looking for Rogers down there. Rogers is deep and incomplete at the 20-yard line. Fans here are wanting a flag, but there will be none.
It looked like he had an arm drooped over him. What an arm by Kramer there.
Yep.
But we don't have a choice but to punt this one away here. But looked like he had an arm draped over his shoulder there where they might have could have called that. But he had a better view than we did.
After the game tonight, you can ignite until midnight at Launch Trampoline Park. It's the coolest blacklight party around. It's the ultimate, the extreme Launch Trampoline. 23 seconds to play here before the half. Riley Fairhurst on to punt this one away for the Lions from his own 15-yard line. The Wildcats put no return man downfield. Ooh. High snap, Riley pulls it down and punts it away. And it takes a Prattville roll across the 35 down to the 30-yard line. Clock rolls under 12 seconds to play, and it's blown dead right there at the 28-yard line. So with 12 seconds to play before the half, the Wildcats come on for one last gasp. Lions on top 7-0. And I think if you could have had Coach Darlington draw this up, this is exactly what he would have drawn up.
Exactly, to the T. What that means is, I think we received the opening kickoff,
yes.
Right? So we got to come out second half and make a stop, get some points on the board.
The Wildcats just take a knee, and that's the half. Your halftime score, Prattville 7, Wildcats of Enterprise 0. Let's go down to Donnie Burnett on the sideline with Coach Ross.
All right. Coach, I know this is not what you expected.
Well, no, I mean, I knew they were a good football team, man. That offense is tricky. We knew they were going to control the ball. We told our offense all week that, hey, you're going to have about 4 possessions each half. And you can't make the mistakes that we've made on offense. The penalties are killing us. We've missed open receivers. We dropped the ball on a first down conversion there in the first quarter. I mean, you can't do that against anybody in Region 2. We're not playing great football. Defense kind of anchored up. That first drive was killer, but we had a huge stop right there. That was fortunate. And our defense played better football, but we're going to be in a battle, man. We knew that coming down here.
Well, I know that you're fixing to go have some nice words to say to them and get a little motivation here for the second half.
We got to play smart, though, because, I mean, the way the offense is, running upfield and being out of control ain't going to help you. We got to play disciplined football, bottom line.
Bottom line.
There it is.
You've got to play disciplined football.
He's right. Discipline is the name of this game. We're at halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, the Marcus Jackson Halftime Show will be upon us. The extravaganza that is the Marcus Jackson Halftime Show with special guest Tony Camara. You don't want to miss it. Lions football continues in 3 minutes.
Hi, Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli, inviting you to get ready to witness more than 100 talented Symetra Tour golfers tee off for the 3rd annual Guardian Championship on the beautiful Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. The Guardian Championship at Capitol Hill tees off Friday, September 20th. Join us for this free community event as these talented ladies play for their chance to join the LPGA. This is one local event you do not want to miss. For more information, visit GuardianChampionship.com or look for us on Facebook.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
You need a truck. You got to have a truck. The best selection of previously owned trucks in Central Alabama is at AutoX of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At AutoX of Prattville, they have Ford F-150, Chevrolet Silverados, great selection of Ram tough trucks, great selection of Jeep Wranglers, and the best selection of SUVs in Central Alabama. Go to their website at autoxofprattville.com or follow on Facebook. Give them a call at 491-1045. That's 491-1045.
You want to sit down? We sit down.
Welcome back to Enterprise, to the Wildcat Stadium as Prattville on top 7-0 here over Enterprise. And it's that time again, once again, for the Marcus Jackson halftime extravaganza and his special guest tonight, Tony Camara. Take it away, Marcus.
Thank you, Stacy. We appreciate you, man. We're sitting here with Principal Tony Camara. It's ironic that they're celebrating military appreciation tonight. And Tony, prior to getting into education, you served 20 years in the military. And first of all, I want to say thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
You retired as a master sergeant before coming into education?
Yes, sir, I did.
Well, I want to say I appreciate you for your service.
That's right.
Thank you. Tony, I've known you for, about 15 years now. We coached together and taught together at Prattville Junior High School. And this year you decided to go to Prattville High School as a 9th grade principal. Tell me how that transition's been so far.
Oh, the transition's been great. The thing about moving up to Prattville High School was I knew what group of kids I was moving up with, so that's always a bonus when you can communicate with that group of kids, when you communicate with that group of parents. So that was a blessing in itself. Also, transitioning up there, I was going to be working with a lot of people that I already knew, and that was good because I've been in the county since 2007. So that made it relatively easy, and a lot of the people were, everyone was welcoming, showing me the ropes, those kind of things. And on top of that, from the student perspective, the students from the seniors down, I've had some type of contact with, influence with. The current seniors, was the last year that I was in the classroom teaching.
Okay.
So the seniors I taught and coached, and then turned around and was their administrator in the 8th grade, and then the juniors and the sophomores, of course, and then the freshmen this year. This is my 2nd year with this group, and then I can say that's where it's been the easiest, because as I walk down the hallways, everybody goes, "Hey, Coach Camara, how's it been? How's it been?"
Those relationships are already established.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's that's the important thing when it comes to whether you move any job or or any facet in life, even with the military and IPCS. As many times as I did, the thing that was so important was getting to a place, establishing relationships, and establishing a bond in whatever community you was in. Because I believe that's important. Serving the community, being a partner in everything that goes on within a community, and that's actually why we settled in Prattville.
Yes, sir.
And that was important to us as a family when we moved in 2001.
Okay. Now I know 9th grade is a big transition year, so I'm sure that having you there has probably helped ease some of the stress for some of those 9th graders and probably some of those parents with you being the 8th grade administrator for these young people.
Well, I hope so. The one thing that I pride myself on is being there for the kids. I've always said everything that you do in life as an educator has to be about the kids. If it's not about the kids, if you don't have a passion for being there for those kids, then it's time for you to go.
Yes, sir.
I've said myself, if I lose that passion, it's time for me to walk out the doors and say, see you later. But, yeah, I believe so. The kids are, we see each other every day, and I've had some phone calls from some parents, and parents saw me in town, stopped me and say, I'm so glad that you went to the high school.
Yeah.
I said, hallelujah, when we saw your name on the thing, and I was like, you're always appreciative when you have people in the community that respond to you in a positive manner. And like I said, for me, it's about positivity. It's about communication. It's about doing those things in an atmosphere that is safe for these kids and also gives them the best learning opportunities possible. And then, that's what it's about at the end.
Now, 20 years in the military, what motivated you to jump over into education after serving your time?
Well, in the military, I started when I was very young.
Okay.
At 19 years old, you don't quite know, all right, what am I going to do with my life?
Yes, sir.
I was athletic. I played a lot of sports. I traveled playing softball in the Air Force. But there was always, I always liked to coach.
Yeah.
So I started coaching kids at 23 years old when I was in the military. And so every place I went, I was a coach. The funny thing is, when I was getting ready to retire, I wasn't even looking for a job, and I just happened to talk with one of the ROTC guys at the high school. He took me over and we talked to Bill Clark, and Bill Clark sent me down to talk to Donnie Burnett. Donnie Burnett and I had a conversation for about an hour and 40 minutes. He took me into Mr. Spence Agee's office, and Mr. Spence Agee called me about 2 days later and said, hey, I need your resume. And I was hired within the next month, which, it was fantastic how that happened.
Yeah.
Dealing with young people in the military, I think, there's something about dealing with young people, seeing that glimmer in their eye, and that, where can I go from here?
Yeah.
That's kind of always been a thing for me. Everybody used to ask me in the classroom, hey, why do you love the classroom so much? Well, it was always, and I always said, it was that light bulb moment. When you see, hey, they got it.
Yep.
And, they understand something. And having that opportunity has always been pretty important to me. So it just seemed natural. And I'm thankful every day. I'm thankful for Otago County. I'm thankful for the people who have believed in me to be able to do this job and even told me, hey, you need to go back and get into administration. And so I feel like going into administration has been one of those things that allowed me to have an influence over a larger number of kids, and maybe send a positive message to a larger group. And at the end of the day, that's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Well, coaching, I know you coached. Do you miss coaching? Do you have that itch to try to jump back in or get into Coach Ross's ear or the 9th grade staff's ear or whatever?
Well, I miss coaching every day. People ask me all the time. Yes, I miss it. You get out on the field and you're mixing it up with the guys. You coached with me for a long time. I was one that would get in the sand pit with them. I showed them how to do the drill. I like to get dirty. Everybody said when I played the game of baseball that I was the mud duck.
Yeah.
I always enjoy that. Getting hands on with the kids and seeing, hey, here's this old guy that can get in here and do it. Don't give up, man. Come on, you can do this. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing when you're coaching them is you're coaching them to be successful in whatever sport they're doing, but you also want to help grow them as young men.
Yep.
And I think that's been a focus of not only Prattville Junior High School staff, but Prattville High School staff over the years that I've been here. And I've been, I've had the privilege of being able to talk with members of both staffs and interact with members of both staffs. That's the thing that's important to me is growing these young men to go and do positive things with their life. I could bring up numerous guys that we've coached or we've taught over the years that have gone on. Alan Jackson, who's in the military, who did the military thing. Proud of that kid every day. DeAnthony Steele, he's out in Arkansas, still playing football, still living the dream, and that's what he wants to do. Some of the guys there are guys working in town at International Paper, at just the different things, them becoming family men and seeing them with their kids. That's a blessing. And that's I think why we all do it. I think that's why we're put here is to do those kind of things.
And it's definitely a blessing to be able to work with these young people and to see them change and transform and grow into young adults and be productive citizens. Now, coaching, you had a chance to coach with our very own Chip Powell. Were you the defensive coordinator that fired Chip?
I can't take credit for that. We had a good time that year. Chip's son Tristan and my son Justin are the same age. My youngest son Justin are the same age. So they were on that team together, and we were needing some coaches that year, and the old All-American from Auburn decided he would dust it off and come out there and teach us what I call amateurs at the time. This is how it's done. But we had a good time that year. Now, he hadn't lost his fire now. He likes to compete.
Really?
So that's cool. But, seeing, having fun doing those things, we had a good time that year. He didn't stick with us. I think the strain was too much for him to bear when it come to coaching football and being the voice of Lions football.
Now that you're at the ninth grade, tell me about Ninth Grade Academy. I had the opportunity to come and speak a couple years ago. Tell me about what it is and why it is you're doing it and when you're going to be doing it.
Okay.
Here.
Well, the Ninth Grade Academy is where we take all the ninth graders and we take them off campus and we take them to a facility. And at this facility, we talk to them about leadership. We go out and we do team building exercises. We do things like that. We bring in a lot of different speakers to give them, an experience across time, so to speak. So we'll have young people, middle-aged people, older people out there talking with them. And it's just to build leadership. There's a cost to all that, so we're always looking for people who would like to help us out with that program. So,
So if anyone wants to help, donate.
If anybody wants to help, donate, all they got to do is send me an email up at Prattville High School.
Okay.
Come up to Prattville High School. Just say, hey, I would like to help the Academy of Leaders out because I want to see these young men and women succeed. At the end of the day, that's what we're all here for. We want to see them succeed.
Now, when is this going to take place?
We're going to do, there's 4 different dates. We do one date is going to be the females go. That's October 30th and 31st, and then we'll have the guys go November 6th and 7th. So we kind of split it up like that because the messages that are going to the groups are a little bit different. We're going to have people from the Sheriff's Department and other things talking to them this year about the issues that they face every day, whether it's bullying, cyber crimes, whatever the case may be. So we're going to have a lot of things like that.
Okay, well, great, man. Well, I appreciate your time. Before we wrap it up, I want a young man that you and I both had the opportunity of working with. We want to send well wishes to Malik Smith, who's over in Georgia. He's recuperating from a surgery he had this
Okay.
week. So we want to, if he's listening, we want to tell him, that we hope to see him soon and hope he has a quick recovery.
Yeah, we do, Malik. We're family. You know that. Once you're aligned, you're always aligned. So we want you to get well, get back, and hope everything goes as positive as it can for you, young man.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, Tony.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
All right.
All right, this has been the Marcus Jackson halftime extravaganza. We're at halftime here. Prattville leading 7-0 over Enterprise. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll come right back for some more halftime activities.
Here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet with sales manager Kirk Mims, where LP also stands for low prices. Kirk, talk about your deals here.
Man, it's a great time here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. You know what? Football is here, but football also means fall savings at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. We got great prices. We got a great inventory. We got 0% financing on multiple models. There's never been a bigger time to shop. We have a great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet right here in Prattville, Alabama.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
No, I heard.
You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
It's time for a trip to Prattville Outdoors at 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville. Prattville Outdoors is locally owned, family operated. The Johnson Brothers and Viv. Prattville Outdoors with a great selection of Gravely zero-turn mowers. These are top zero-turn mowers, residential or commercial. Buy now with no money down, 0% financing for up to 48 months, and they got all the sales and service to back up everything they do there at Prattville Outdoors. So when you're ready to buy a brand new lawnmower, you need to go to the people that know their stuff. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or follow on Facebook.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. The Marcus Jackson halftime extravaganza in the books. Always a pleasure to have Marcus and his guest with us.
Marcus does a good job for the city of Prattville. Good fella.
No doubt about it.
Always represents us well. We're proud of him to be on our broadcast. Hey, I want to just give a shout out to Lewis Mills.
Okay.
You know Lewis.
Of course I know Lewis Mills.
Man, he is the main guy at Larry Puckett. He handles their oil change, their tire engineers, their service department. He pretty much runs the whole place. But yeah, Lewis and his family have had a really tough year, and I just want to, tell him how much I appreciate what he does and what he means. His family means to my family. What great people they are, and they've had a tough time. And keep the Mills in your prayers and thoughts, because good folks, and that's who you need to deal with. you need tires, oil change, whatever you need at Larry Puckett, he's going to help you, and he's as good a guy as there is. And like I said, bow season's mid-October, but that's 2 or 3 weeks away.
That's right. It's not far now.
Gun season mid-November. It hadn't rained, so you don't really need any mud tires yet, but it will rain at some point.
Yep.
Hey guys, real quick, Marcus brought this up during his interview, and we want to send out our best wishes to Malik Smith.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Malik suffered a pretty bad injury.
Yeah, in a car accident, and he had to have extensive surgery, and he's going to have a hard, long recovery, but he's going, he's a young man. He can pull through it. So
no, he's part of the Lion family, though, so thoughts and prayers go out to Malik Smith and his family. That kid's as resilient as the day is long, and I know he'll bounce back. Yeah. We're praying for you, Malik. We're pulling for you, buddy.
I just remember Malik could run, son.
Yes, he could.
He could run.
Remember that play he made right here on about the 35-yard line?
Yeah.
He made a juke, and then Chip goes, "Don't run backwards," and then runs backwards, and then runs forward for about 70 yards.
Yeah, that's when I learned to be quiet.
Hey, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be selecting a Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. We'll make the presentation next Thursday night during the Coach Caleb Ross Show at Buffalo Wild Wings. Join us at Buffalo Wild Wings Thursdays at 5:30. The great folks from Buffalo Rock will be on hand to make a nice plaque presentation along with a Sport Clips gift certificate for an MVP treatment. And right now, in a 7-0 game, it's hard to find anybody really standing out as a potential player of the game, but there are a few prospects that are out there.
Yeah, and it's in a game like this, it's got to be basically defense.
Yeah, defensive line.
Yeah, and because it's been just this 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and they've maintained the possession of the ball so much. I'm glad we don't go by that score.
Let's go down to Steak and Shake sideline reporter Donnie Burnett, who's dressed just like our visiting jerseys today, visiting uniform.
So, a defensive guy wants to give it to a defensive player. There's no
shutout, sir.
There's no way you could give it to a defensive player now.
Yeah.
You can't because
I understand that too, yeah.
There are 30 kids over here on the sideline that have all got like 4 tackles apiece.
Yeah, you're right.
So
whoever has that 5th tackle is going to get
the Wildcats have only run 86 plays.
Yeah. I mean, they ran that in their first series.
Yep.
Guys, we have got to stop. We had 4 encroachment cross sides penalties in the first series.
And probably another 5 or 6 motion penalties.
And then you throw offensively, I don't know how many yards in penalties we have, but I'm going to bet you it's close to 100.
It's got to be.
It's got to be close to 100, and that's why it's 7-0.
Well, the good news is that Prattville will wait a minute. That's right. Prattville's going to have to kick off to start the second half.
We got to kick. We got it to start with.
That's right. That's right.
So, hey, quick shout out. Y'all talking about, Malik getting hurt. We had a 7th grader that had a pretty tough injury last night.
Yeah.
Give a big shout out to Ryder, man. Hope you're feeling better. He had surgery this morning, and he's going to bounce back. Multi-sport kid, 7th grader, made the baseball team, and anyway, Ryder, if you're listening, man, we hope you get better.
Tough injury on that kid. I know he's going to bounce back.
Hey, real quick, I got to give a shout out to my best friends in Colorado. Is that in the United States, Colorado?
Not anymore.
Ryan and Michelle Funkhauser.
This kick is away, and it's a squib kick. It's going to take a hop at the 5-yard line, brought out by Enterprise 10, 20, 25, 30. Hit at the 30 and dropped at the 32-yard line is the return man. Hard hit by that the Prattville coverage team.
Mason Taylor.
Taylor.
When you see somebody go backwards, a lot of times number 1 is going to be around Mason Taylor.
Usually he got his nose in it somehow.
Yeah.
Well, Enterprise takes over to start the third quarter. Prattville leading at 7-0, 11:53 to play in the third quarter. Enterprise with decent field position to start this second half. 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Let's see if Prattville has made some adjustments and found some answers for this Whirlybird style offense. Another 8-man shift for the Wildcats on 1st down. Waiting for the snap. Got it, and it's inside give to number 24, and he's got room across the 35 to the 37-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup for number 24, Zaire Boyd. And he hides in there. He's only listed at 5'4", 160 pounds.
And they're running that little counter trap, and wow, it's tough to see him. And good when that guard's pulling backside and they're heavily loaded on this side and they run back to the weak side. That's a tough play to stop.
The gain is 6 out to the 39-yard line, 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats, and Darlington's going to call his own number this time and get across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and probably enough for a first down. And more the same from the Wildcats, and the Prattville Lions looking to find a way to keep them from having these 8-9-minute drives.
Yeah, we talked about it. We felt like we needed to get up 2 scores to keep them from running this ball-controlled offense. But like you said before, they're going to ask for a better script if you're Enterprise to be a 1 score down and running this type ball-control offense.
1st and 10 Enterprise from their 43-yard line. Darlington keeps it around the right side. Following blockers to the 45, to the 46-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds along the Enterprise boundary. The gain is 3, out to the 46.
You know, it's funny is that I think we've only seen one play where one of the receivers for Enterprise has gone beyond 15 yards on a route. And when they do throw, it's usually 15 and under routes. And, you know, you got to think at some point they're going to run something deep here.
Yep. 10:25 to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats from their own 46-yard line. Prattville leading at 7-0. Now a wild bunch set to the right side. The inside give to Zaire Boyd again. This time he's hit for a minimal gain this time for about a 1-yard pickup out to the 47-yard line. Prattville defense staying home, staying in control right there. Ian Jackson on the stop.
Yeah, also Wade White coming from his safety spot as well. And we got going back to a 4-man front with two guys coming in for Prattville, 95 and 99 being Dominique James, 95 Tyrese Nunn.
Big opportunity here for the Lions. 3rd down and about 6. The ball is at the Enterprise 47-yard line. Big shift to the left now for the Wildcats. Line D shifts with them, and it's a gift to that left side. And he's hitting the backfield, falling down at the Enterprise 43-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. And the Lions defense stands strong and brings up a 4th and 11.
Listen, the tackle wasn't made by Tim Trotter, but the play was made. He
Yes, it
blew
was.
That play up. What an outstanding play as he shot through the gap, disrupted the whole play. Great job, Tim Trotter.
Enterprise shortest possession of the night, minus the kneel down at the end of the first half. This one goes for less than 3 minutes. Kendrick Rogers now deep to receive. Heels down at his own 18-yard line. This punt from Hunter Perry. For the Wildcats, his heels are down at his own 26-yard line. Steps forward, punts it away. Lions come after it, don't get it. Rogers makes the catch at the 26-yard line. Fair catch right there. Let's go down to Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett on the sideline.
All right, exactly what we asked for, a stop or a turnover. I'll take the stop. They didn't get a lot of time off the clock, therefore we have the ball. We must go down and score on this possession and get them out of the single-wing Notre Dame box. Florida special or whatever you guys are calling it. So
call it the flying V from the Mighty Ducks. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
It's kind of what it looks like.
8:50 to play here in the third quarter. Prattville leading 7-0 with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Kramer gives to the right. It's Kidd cutting it back. It's Taggart. Taggart in the open field. 40. Taggart 50. Turn on speed. Albert Taggart to 3rd inside the 30. 25 down to the 20-yard line. Albert Taggart pulled down from behind. A 1st down inside the Enterprise red zone at the 18-yard line.
Listen, I don't know what Albert's yards per carry is tonight, but it's double digits.
I'm going to say it's at least 20.
Yeah, that's right. Great run right there. Great job by the offensive line opening up a hole there.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball's at the Enterprise 18-yard line. 8:33 to play in the third quarter. Lions knocking at the door. They lead 7-zip there, looking for more. Kramer, shotgun snap. Quick pitch out to Bates in the flat. One spins twice, trying to get out in control. Face mask, not called.
No call there.
And then he's wrestled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. How is that face mask not called in the wide open space?
Boy, Caleb was really upset over something with Kramer. I don't know if he missed a read or what, but that was well covered by Enterprise. And thought we saw a hand on the face mask.
I know we did.
But we didn't get the call.
But the loss is about 7 back to the 25-yard line. 2nd down is 17. The Lions back at the Enterprise 25-yard line. Kramer wants to pass, looks downfield, now throws to the corner, looking for Thompson down there, and he makes the catch. Oh, yeah, touchdown, Prattville! Near the pylon.
Well, what an outstanding route. Just a flag route. An Enterprise defender's down, but just a kind of a little, maybe a skinny slant back to the flag, and Taylor went up high and got it, brought it down. Kramer threw it right in the basket.
Well, that's
Great
why you
play.
have a 6'3", 220-pound tight end for passes like that. He's went up, beat his man, pulled it down. What a play by Taylor Thompson. That is your Sport Clips MVP of the scoring drive. No appointment needed at Sport Clips. The legendary MVP treatment includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and a legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. Elliott Duke on for the point after now. The Enterprise coverage man on Taylor, that play, who was shaken up, is on his own power, walking along the Enterprise boundary. Looks like he's going to be okay. 13-0 your score. 7:36 to play in the third. Elliott Duke on for the point after. Kyle Kramer set to hold. Good snap, the place, and the kick. And with 7 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the third quarter, your Lions lead the Wildcats of Enterprise 14-0. We'll take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words. If you want to be a Georgia tight end, you got to be 6'7". Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. 14-0 your score. The Lions lead the Wildcats of Enterprise with 7:36 to play here in the third quarter. A 25-yard pass from Kyle Kramer to Taylor Thompson gives us the 2-score advantage. And now Colin Rogers sets the kick off for our Lions, going from left to right here in the Wildcat Palace in Enterprise, Alabama. This kick is high and long and sailing into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Coach Johnny Burnett.
So right now, I'm leaning towards an offensive player.
I am too.
Okay. I thought Taylor Thompson, Albert Taggart, one of those two guys have got to be the leading vote getter right now.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Or Ethan Biddle.
Or Ethan Biddle, who did a great job. And, y'all, let's go back to Trotter on that play. He was fixing to get trapped, and he just stepped down and took that guard and whoever that other guy was going with him, and took that trap and caused him to go in, and then the guy bounces out. We make a great play out there and calls the punt. Awesome job.
1st and 10 Enterprise from the 20. Here's a give to the outside. It's Boyd again. Spins across the 20 to the 22-yard line. He'll gain maybe a yard or two on the play and nothing more. Clock on the move at 7.5 minutes to play in the third. Prattville up 14-zip.
Mason Taylor from his linebacker spot makes the play for the Prattville defense.
Ball is marked right at the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats. Here is the bunch set, and everybody but the center and guard switches again. Shifting to the right. Whirly Bird, give this to the up man. He's got a little room, and then push back hard out to the 26-yard line. A.J. Gary, it looks like Prattville has the ball. A.J. on the move. They're taking it in the end zone, but it looks like they're calling it down, and it's still Enterprise ball.
Yeah, Wade White came up with the ball, but it is going to be marked down, I believe.
Well, hard to tell in that when you got 20, when a 20-man pile-up, when it comes out and when it doesn't come out. 3rd down, and they mark him. Goodness gracious. What a spot. They're going to spot him at the 27-yard line. It's 3rd down and about 3 to go. 3rd down and about 3 to go with 6:26 to play in the third quarter for Enterprise. Ball is at the 22-yard line. Prattville leading 14-0. Looking to hold him out again right here. Darlington looking to pass, in some trouble. Now steps out of it, now throws it complete to the 35-yard line for another Wildcat 1st down.
Wow, good play by Darlington there. As looked like he was going to be sacked. He stepped up in the pocket and made a good throw.
A little dump pass, enough for the Wildcat 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 35-yard line. 6:11 to play here in the third now. Lions now lead at 14-zip, and we've got a heat timeout on the field with 6:11 to play. We'll take a 1-minute break, and Lions football will continue after these words.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
You do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
It's not too early to sign up to make money. The region's largest quality kids consignment sale begins October 26th. It's the Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale at Prattville Pickers. Children's clothing, shoes, accessories, toys, books, strollers, swings, furniture, even maternity, and much, much more. Sign up at momsmarketplace.net to sell your quality kids items, volunteer to make even more, and shop first. The Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale happens October 26th. momsmarketplace.net.
Wildcat Stadium, 6:11 to play in the third quarter. Prattville leads at 14-0. Great pass from Kramer to Thompson from 25 yards out for one score in the third. And in the second, a 41-yard run by Taggart. The difference in the ballgame now is we lead at 14-0. And here's Darlington again. Inside give to Boyd. Boyd hit it at the line and dropped hard. Looks like McQuiston on the stop over there.
Also number 78 for Prattville.
Broadnax.
Yep. Great job.
Brodarius Lewis.
Well.
Yep. Brodarius Lewis is a big man in there at 6'3", 275 pounds. He and Trotter in there at 55, 6'3", 260 pounds. Just large specimens on that Prattville defensive front. Second down and 10 now for the Wildcats from their own 35-yard line. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Lions holding a 14-0 advantage. And here comes the Enterprise patented shift they've been doing all night. And here's Darlington, shotgun snap. Dekes the pass, now tries to run with it, and he'll get out to the 40-yard line, give him the 41 before he's finally stopped. Brought down by the Prattville defensive secondary, a host of receivers. With a helicopter landing on the field across the way.
I was wondering what that noise was. But we had 4 defensive linemen change out, come in, and you know, with all those shifts the offensive linemen make every play, they're probably exhausted from that.
That's a lot of up and down.
But our defensive line is fresh.
It's third down and 4 now for the Wildcats at their own 41-yard line. 4:40 to play here in the third. Now here comes the 8-man shift again. Everybody comes set again. Lions shift, and now here comes some penalty flags. Penalty flags are down.
Well, I wouldn't think they would call offsides on us and being snapped.
But it looks like they are. Let's go down to Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett on the sideline and find out what's going on here.
Well, I can't say the word I want to say, but that's horse mess. I mean, their linemen, their hands are on the ground, and then they can pick their hand up and move, which I thought once your hand went down, it had to stay down.
That's what I.
But apparently those rules do not apply in Enterprise.
We're close to being offsides now.
First and 10 now for the Wildcats now after the penalty. Here's Zaire Boyd on the carry. He's hit hard at the 42-yard line, at the 45-yard line, and he's down right there. And we've got an injured Lion down on the field.
R.J. Meyer in on the tackle, as well as whoever's down was on the tackle as well.
Donnie, can you see who that is over there?
It's not Mason Taylor, is it?
I cannot, but they're hollering for everybody out there, so let's see what happens.
I don't see Mason Taylor standing.
No, I don't either. Mason Taylor is the injured Lion.
Mason made the initial hit, and R.J. Meyer came from behind to help finish it up, and I don't know what happened. But I know there was a rapid call to, well, he's trying to sit up. That's a good sign. He is up.
It's coming off.
I might have got the breath. He's messing with his right shoulder.
Yeah, he's had that. He's been plagued by shoulder problems his most of his high school career. He's trying to work something out there.
I think we call that a stinger.
A whole stinger.
Let's hope it's a stinger.
Well, he's got some pretty good motion on it right now. Hopefully he's okay. It's second down and 7 as play resumes here at Wildcat Stadium. From the Enterprise 48 go the Wildcats. 4:09 to play in the third. And here's a whirly bird again with Darlington keeping it. And he's brought down at the Prattville 49 after a 3-yard pickup.
Philip Burdette.
Philip Burdette
comes in and makes the tackle there.
Oh, Philip Burdette making the stop.
I think Philip's taking Mason Taylor's place.
It's going to be third down and about 5 to go for the Wildcats just inside the Prattville side of the 50-yard line. 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Lions holding a 14-0 advantage, trying to get this Wildcat offense off the field as they are milking the clock more and more with every play. Darlington has 3 receivers to the far side of the field this time in a bunch set. It's a fake pass, Statue of Liberty type play. And there's some room to run for the running back. And he's across the 30, inside he's across the 35 down to the 30-yard line. Number 4, Jalen Cunningham. Let's go down to Donnie Burnett down to the sideline.
The old Statue of Liberty. It's Reed Burdette. I guess that was one that I missed that I didn't write down. Yeah, Reed. I know y'all calling him Philip. That's his dad, and that's his first name. So,
his mama named him Philip.
His mama named him Reed. So call him Reed.
All right, Reed.
There you go.
Fine, Reed. Have it your way.
All right, Mason Taylor is back on the field for Prattville. Looks like he shook that off. That's great news for the Lions.
After the Statue of Liberty play is 1st and 10 Wildcats from the Prattville 30 with 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Darlington looks like he wants to pass, and he does so. Incomplete, and flags are coming down from every angle. Probably going to be some pass interference there.
Like one of our corners or safety, I couldn't tell who it was, but got his feet. He was going for the ball, but his feet did get tangled up. It was a good call. I don't think he was trying to go through the receiver, but his feet got tangled up with him as he was trying to break inside.
Well, that's going to push the Wildcats into the red zone for the first time since the opening drive of the game, down to the Prattville 15-yard line. See if this defense can bow up and maintain the shutout that they're currently pitching. With 2:57 to play in the third quarter, Prattville leading 14-0. 1st and 10 from the 15 of Prattville. Go the Wildcats. Here's Darlington on the keeper, up the middle, across the 15, down to the 12-yard line. 3 yards, and the proverbial cloud of dust for the Wildcats.
Well, you can tell Darlington's a good athlete. You know, he's pretty quick. We hadn't really been able to see his speed because their longest run from scrimmage, other than that Statue of Liberty, has been about 3 or 5 yards. You know, but he looks like he's a player that's. Of course, his father's the coach, so he knows this offense back and forth, I'm sure.
2nd and 8 now. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats from the 12. And there is some motion there this time. This time it might go against the Wildcats.
It will. It was just tight end on this side. Number 11 picked his hand up and turned just a little bit before the snap.
Well, how are they able to put their hand down and then shift again? All 8 of them.
I'm not sure they're putting their hands down. I hadn't noticed. We'll watch this play. They're putting. I think they're with their knees, elbows on their knees, and then they shift. We'll watch this time and see.
Clock on the move at 2:20 here in the third quarter. Prattville up 14-0. Enterprise 2nd and 12. Back at the 16-yard line. Darlington pass across the middle is caught and tackled at the 7-yard line. Great tackle
by Cromlin.
Jameer Cromlin. It's going to be close to the first down marker.
Good open field tackle, but a good throw and catch there to almost pick up the first down.
Third down and about a yard for the Wildcats at the Prattville 7-yard line. Under 1:40 to play here in the third quarter. 14-0 Prattville on top, but Enterprise knocking at the door inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and 1 from the Prattville 7. And here Darlington takes the snap, follows his blockers, goes inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line, sets up 1st and goal.
They had a back move a little early that time. Looked like
he
moved forward, too. He wasn't moving laterally, so it looked like that should have been a little motion call there.
1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 2-yard line of Prattville. Prattville leading at 14-zip. That lead is in jeopardy of being cut in half right now with 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Let's see if Prattville can end the push right here. 1:14, clock on the move in the third quarter. Darlington bunches them all together, gives it inside to Boyd. Boyd hit at the 2-yard line and pushed back. He won't get in.
Well, they marked it down to the half-yard line.
Goodness gracious. They mark it inside the 1. He was stopped before he hit the 3.
Yeah.
Unreal. The spots all night long have been like this. And maybe it's the angle we're seeing things. Maybe we're wrong every time. Could be. Under 50 seconds to play. 2nd and goal from right inside the 1-yard line for the Wildcats. Shotgun snap. Darlington follows his blockers, and he follows them into the end zone this time, I believe. Yes, he does. Finally getting the end zone. With 36 seconds to play, the Wildcats get on the board. Prattville 14, Enterprise 6.
How long they have the ball there? When did they get that?
I think we gave it to them with 7 minutes to play in the third, and they kept it the whole quarter.
You got to think one more score by us, and it'll put a cap on this thing, I believe. They just can't score quick. Enterprise can't.
Well, a lot of discipline when this Enterprise team to run this kind of offense and run it down the field like that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I was thinking about this as we're playing. They're going to give fits to teams that are not disciplined, especially on defense. And if you keep it in the game, keep the game close, they can be a threat to some teams. I'm thinking about Jeff Davis and
even Lee.
And Lee can really be in trouble with this type of offense.
Well, the kick is good. 14-7 is your score. 36 seconds to play in the third. Prattville still holding a 7-point edge. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back after these words.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Hi, Mike.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. 14-7 is your score. Prattville leading Enterprise. Enterprise just got into the end zone for the first time tonight. Hunter Perry now sets the kick off for the Wildcats from our right to our left. Rogers and Bates go deep to receive the kick from the Wildcats. We're going to go down to Coach Donnie Burnett right after this kick. The Lions really needing to answer back after that score. Got this crowd back into the game.
It's interesting that Rogers and they're moving around, and he's going to be kicked too.
Kendrick's going to get it at the 3-yard line, brings it out to the 10. Rogers on his feet at 15, trying to get to the outside, 20, 25. Rogers to the 33-yard line before he is tackled. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 33. Let's go down to Donnie Burnett on the sideline.
If he could have stuck his foot and got forward, but this ground's starting to get a little slippery out here. You're exactly right. We need a drive. We need to take a little time off the clock and go down and score and cause them to have to get back down, another 14-point lead.
Yeah. 28 seconds to play here in the third. Lions with the ball back at long last. 1st and 10. They go from the 33-yard line. Kramer, play action pass, completes it to Thompson. On his feet to the 35. Stiff armed out to the 40. Still on his feet to the 41-yard line. And might be just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the 43. They're going to mark him down to the 41.
Well, Taylor is such a weapon, man. I've really liked his effort tonight.
Yep.
When he's blocked, he's done a good job blocking. When he pass were overthrown, he made as much effort as you could to try to get it. And when he's caught it, he's made a touchdown, and he's done a good job tonight, Taylor Thompson.
3 quarters in the books here at Wildcat Stadium in Enterprise. Your score, Prattville 14. Enterprise 7. We'll take a 1-minute break. Lions football continues after these words.
Champion. Deli, inviting you to get ready to witness more than 100 talented Symetra Tour golfers tee off for the 3rd annual Guardian Championship on the beautiful Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. The Guardian Championship at Capitol Hill tees off Friday, September 20th. Join us for this free community event as these talented ladies play for their chance to join the LPGA. This is one local event you do not want to miss. For more information, visit GuardianChampionship.com or look for us on Facebook.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, Service Manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
What's behind
the fourth quarter getting underway here. 14-7, Prattville leads. They have the ball. It's been a Region 2 slobber knocker tonight. 2nd down and 2 for the Lions from our 41-yard line. Kramer on the give, up the middle. It's Taggart again. Taggart in the open field, across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Moves the chains for the Lions.
Well, Taggart's finding some holes. That's the biggest thing you're seeing. That time he ran behind number 54, Javon Harris. I believe that's what I'm seeing, at right tackle. And at right guard, I believe it's, let me get his number.
Here's Taggart again with the carry up the middle. Taggart upended inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A 4-yard pickup. Prattville going with the ground game right now successfully with Albert Taggart III.
Cord Hill also, and at center, Levi Lowry.
11:28 to play here in the fourth quarter. Prattville leading 14-7 in Wildcat territory at the 44-yard line. Taggart gets it again, trying to get to the outside, cuts it back in. He's going to go down to the 40-yard line. Another 4-yard pickup for Taggart. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 when play was at the Enterprise 40-yard line.
Boy, they're doing just what Donnie said, trying to run some clock off, getting some positive yardage. Here's a big play here, buddy.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 Lions from the Wildcat 40. Taggart's going to get the call again. To drive forward to get to the 39-yard line, shy of the mark he needed to make. He needed 38.
Yeah,
he got to 39.
I think you got to go for this one.
I do too, Chip.
We'll see what we do, line up how we do, but I think you got to go for this. Looks like Caleb's. No. They may punt it away. Like they are going to punt it away.
So they are going to punt it away. 4th and 1 at the 39 of Enterprise, and Coach Ross is electing to try to pin the Wildcats deep on this one.
Well, the good thing about it is Enterprise is not going to have it. They're going to play regular defense. Nobody's going to be back. We're going to get a timeout here, Prattville.
Yep. Timeout on the field. We're going to stay right here with you. Hey, Prattville Outdoors is the coolest RUVs just in time for hunting season. You got to check out the golf carts that have been camoed and all jacked up and ready for outdoor fun. All they do, and they do all the refurbishing right there in Prattville Outdoors Shop on Highway 82 in Prattville. Let Ed, Frank, and Vivian know that you appreciate their sponsorship of Prattville football in Dixie Country and Prattville Alive's YouTube channel.
One thing, Will, if we went for it and we got it, I think the game pretty much be over with. But what's going on here?
Now we got another stoppage. I guess we're not ready to get this thing kicked off again yet. Everybody's still waiting.
What are we doing? Looks like offense is planning on going back out there. And I think I agree with, well, we don't know what we're doing yet, but I'd like to see us challenge our offensive line.
Yep.
And let's go get this one.
Issue it down. Throw down the gauntlet. Make them go get it.
That's what we're doing.
And that's what they're doing. Here comes Kyle Kramer and company back out onto the field.
Now, we could quick kick it, too. Kyle Kramer's been known to do that, but Taggart's lined up there. He's more of your power back guy. I think you got to challenge your offensive line and say, guys, we're going to win this game. We got to win this play right here.
4th and 1 Lions from the Enterprise 39-yard line. 10-13 to play in the ball game. Lions up a score 14-7. Kramer, snap, give to Taggart. Taggart through the hole, and he breaks through inside the 30. Taggart on his feet inside the 20. Taggart, Boston tackles to the 10-yard line. First and goal, Prattville. That's how you answer the bell on 4th and 1.
Yes, sir. Hey, I think that's what he did. I think he challenged the offensive line and said, hey, this is the game. We got to have this right here. And, of course, we still got to put it in the end zone, but that was a humongous play, huge momentum. We put this one in. I think we've got this one in the books.
10 minutes to play in the ballgame. Prattville, first and goal at the Enterprise 10-yard line, leading 14-7. Looking for that all-important 2-score advantage here. Kramer loads the shotguns, got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, and he's going to give it to Taggart again. Taggart fighting for the outside, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville! 9:45 to play in the 4th quarter, and the Lions answer back. Albert Taggart with his 2nd score of the night, and it's 20-7 Prattville.
Wow. This is the breakout game for Albert Taggart.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Albert Taggart III.
And we knew, especially y'all, you and Mills and Donnie. Of course, Donnie's known him longer than anybody, but y'all have all said this is the kid that's really going to come on, and he's done it tonight.
And Duke is good for the point after. 9:45 to play in the 4th quarter. Lions 21, Wildcats 7. We're going to get a 30-second break in our station ID, and Prattville Lions football will continue right after this.
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
You need a truck. You got to have a truck. The best selection of previously owned trucks in Central Alabama is at AutoX of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At AutoX of Prattville, they have Ford F-150, Chevrolet Silverados, great selection of Ram Tough trucks, great selection of Jeep Wranglers, and the best selection of SUVs in Central Alabama. Go to their website at autoxofprattville.com or follow on Facebook. Give them a call at 491-1045. That's 491-1045.
Crowd might have breathed their last gasp out here. Rogers kicks this one deep, and it goes into the end zone. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett on the sideline.
All right, I'm going to vote for Taggart. I'm just go ahead and tell you he's got my vote right now. So.
Well, it could be Taggart. It could be somebody like number 53, Cord Hill.
It could be Cord Hill, but I'm still voting for 8. So, anyway, you guys, I think you're doing a great job up there tonight. Almost as good as our defense has been playing here lately.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They're pretty salty.
I like that. I like that.
And what they got to do now is just don't give up the big play.
Don't give up the big play.
No more Statue of Liberties.
Find 24 and just know where he's at.
First and 10 Wildcats from the 20. 9:45 to play in the game. Whirly Bird give to number 4. Trying to bust tackles around the outside corner. Trying to get there. Won't get there. Lions defense. Wow, second effort gets him across 20 to the 23-yard line. We had him buried dead to rights back there, and somehow Jalen Cunningham, the running back, spun away and got ahead for 3 or 4 yards. Well, they spin in the backfield without the ball, and they spin with the ball.
That was he broke several tackles, but I think Deshaun Daniels was able to bring him down. But what I'd like to see, Donnie and Will, is I'd like to see Cromlin line up a little deep right in the center of the field. Because, seriously, the only way they can get back in this game is a quick, big play, and we can't give that up.
2nd and 7, Whirly Bird, and pass play, and it's a deke pass. He's going to run with it, the quarterback is, and he's going to slide in at the 29-yard line, shy of the first down marker.
Ian Jackson and Keandre Powell came in to make the stop. Ian with the first hit on the quarterback.
Dominic James checking in for Trotter right here, 3rd and 1. For the Wildcats, the line to make is the 30. They are just right at the 29-yard line. 8:34 to play in the ball game. Everybody's down. Everybody shifts. And waiting for the snap. Quarterback Darlington's going to keep it himself and get across 30 out to the 32, 33-yard line.
Hey, I'm all good for this. keep doing this.
Yeah, fine. 1st and 10 for the Lions, for the Wildcats now. The play is move the ball out to the Enterprise 32-yard line with 8 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the ball game. Clock on the move.
You're going to continue to go 3 yards. It'll be impossible.
It would take 22 plays mathematically. Yeah. From the shotgun he goes. Inside give to Robinson again. Robinson cut down after a minimal gain at the 35-yard line. Shy of the 35, actually. About a 2-yard, maybe a 1.5-yard pickup. Great stop on the play by that Prattville defensive front.
James on the tackle there. Dominic James.
James with the assist from Wade White.
Yep.
2nd and 8 they go. The Wildcats inside from just inside their own 35-yard line.
I mean, 45 seconds has run off between plays, and you're down by 2 scores.
Rock me to sleep on this one.
Yeah, they got to go deep here soon.
Everybody shifts. It looks like the deep play. They all look the same from here. Darlington drops the snap, picks it up, and Dominic James is going to take him down. He's going to get a credit for that sack back at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, also looked like on the other side, Deshaun Daniels hit him on the other side with Dominic coming from the backside here. Great job right there.
Mark the progress all the way up to the 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 10, and a timeout has been called by the Wildcats. Don't let mosquitoes ruin your outdoor fun. Let Aero Pest Control get rid of mosquitoes on your property. Call Aero Pest Control at 365-4610 and ask about mosquito control. For over 50 years, the best shot at pest control is Aero Pest Control.
They've been around a few years. They know what they're doing. 3 generations. The Bowen family, good folks, good people. They'll take care of you.
No doubt. And Auto X. The best selection of pre-owned late model trucks is at Auto X on South Memorial Drive in Prattville. Check out the great selection of Ford F-150s, Dodge Rams, Z71s, all tricked out, decked out at Auto X. Jones Drugs. Let James Jones and his wife, Dutchie.
I was in there buying drugs today, by the way.
Really?
I mean,
prescription?
Yeah, prescription drugs.
Well,
yeah.
Good. Yours? They're not only great pharmacists there, they're also big supporters of this program. They're on East Main Street, next door to New York Life Worldwide headquarters. Back in play here, 3rd and 10 after the timeout. From the 32 go the Wildcats, and Darlington wants to pass. Under some pressure, running away, he's chased by a horde of Lions. Boss throws the ball up in and out of the hands at the 45-yard line of several Prattville defenders. Boy, he was running for his life, just tossed it up, jump ball. The Lions couldn't come down with it, but neither could the Wildcats.
No doubt about it. Listen, Will, you've always mentioned this, but not a lot of people are aware that New York Life headquarters is located in Prattville.
Right. It's not a very widely known fact, and then they keep it on the down low.
I never know why it was headquartered here in Prattville, being New York Life, but we're proud of it.
It's the humility factor.
Let's get a big return right here by Kendrick Rogers. He has not returned a punt tonight, so let's see if we got the return on here.
Kendrick back at his own 31-yard line to get this punt.
That's a good one to return.
Takes a hop. Rogers is going to chase it and picks it up at the 20-yard line. Cuts inside to the 30. He might have some room here. Rogers 40. Rogers 45. Cut down at the Enterprise 48-yard line is Kendrick Rogers. Great return. Gutsy return by Kendrick Rogers. Let's check in with Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
He just saved your offense 29 yards.
Yes, he did.
So, I mean, you don't know. That is so huge when you're now starting at midfield as opposed to starting down here almost, at the 23, 24-yard line. Heads up play by Kendrick Rogers.
No doubt. Now it's time to put some space between the Wildcats and the Lions now. They take over. The Lions do 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 48-yard line with 6:41 to play in the ball game, leading 21-7 over the homestanding Enterprise Wildcats. Kramer loads a shotgun, 4 receivers in the set, 3 to the side, 1 to the far, and the give is to Taggart across the left side. Taggart across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Taggart is definitely well over 100 yards rushing tonight.
Maybe over on 2 carries.
2 carries got him over 100.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 4 for the Lions at the Wildcat 40, just inside the Wildcat 43-yard line. 6:16 to play in the ballgame. Clock on the move. Kramer's got 19 on the play clock. Looks to the sideline for a fresh call. 3 receiver split. And here is the give again to Taggart, trying to get to the outside. Face mask, not going to get called.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it was. Everybody knows, even Taggart knows he was grabbing a face mask as he turns his helmet back the right way. But he's down at the 40, just outside the 45-yard line. Loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the how you can't see that, but I mean, it is a penalty if you grab it, right?
It is every time.
Yeah.
We got a heat timeout with 5:45 to play the ball game. Prattville leading 21-7. We'll take a break. Prattville Lions football continues in 1 minute.
Great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet, right here in Prattville, Alabama.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
No, I heard.
You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need.
5:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Kramer drops back to pass, looking downfield, still looking, firing short, complete to Bates. Bates on the move. Bates inside the 30, 25-20, down the sideline. Bates stiff arms a man inside the 5 and walks into the end zone from 45 yards out. Alterius Bates, touchdown, Prattville. And the game is blown wide open with 5:29 to play in the fourth quarter. 27-7, the Lions lead the Wildcats.
What an outstanding throw, first of all, across the middle. Good play call by Matt Malone. That little middle route there by Alterius Bates. He stiff-armed the guy about the 20-yard line, and man just coasted in.
Yeah.
You know, excellent blocking downfield. I didn't catch the numbers, but great job.
Duke for the extra point. Duke is up, and Duke is good. 5:29 to play in the ball game. Lions 28, Wildcats 7. Your MVP of the scoring drive was a 45-yard pitch and catch from Kramer to Alterius Bates. Kramer threw it about 6, and Bates took it the rest of the 39. No appointment needed at Sport Clips. The MVP experience includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and the hot towel. Legendary hot towel. Sport Clips for a Target on Legends Parkway. Let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
I like it.
It's nice.
I like it. Different team in the second half.
Different.
Defensively, the adjustments that we made, and offensively, I think we got that spark. Maybe they got challenged at halftime. I'm not real sure.
Well, you got to think this is probably a trap letdown game. You're not thinking you're going to get much from Enterprise. You got Wetumpka on the horizon. You just got finished with Central. But, hey, they got their head right at halftime. Colin Rogers set to kick off, going from our right to our left. 5:29 to play in the ball game as Rogers puts toe to leather and kicks this one away. It's going to go high and deep into the night sky of Enterprise, Alabama for a touchback. Let's check back in with our sideline reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett.
Wow. Had a little extracurricular over here.
I saw that. A little chippy.
Little Cromlin. What a guy, man.
Cromlin's about the scoreboard.
Cromlin's about 5. I'm gonna be generous and say 5'6", and that guy was probably 6 something. And Cromlin just met him head on. But
I got Junior Cromlin at 5'9", $165.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe with his helmet on.
That's how they do it, right?
So, okay, maybe so. All right, we're going to try to play this. We're going to try to play with 10.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their 20-yard line. 5:29 to play in the game, and here's Darlington looking to pass, looking downfield now, throwing it deep. You got a man down there, and it is caught at the Prattville 40-yard line.
Well, that's what you can't give up, the middle of the field. Trey Thompson was the corner on him and had good coverage, but he's running a post away from him. You got to have a safety back there. In this situation, you're up by 21. They don't have a great passing game. They're going to throw it deep. Let's get Cromlin back there 15, 20 yards deep, middle of the field, and they won't score on us.
Approaching 5 minutes to play in the game. Prattville leads at 28-7. First and 10 Wildcats from the Lions' 40-yard line. Here's Darlington again. Going to have to pass. Forced to go to the air. Now throws it. His ball is complete. Complete along the Enterprise boundary and out of bounds at the Prattville 26-yard line.
Of course, if you're an Enterprise fan, you're sitting here going, hey, I kind of like this
offense
a little better.
I like it when we throw, Coach.
Yeah. And, you know, they're in a situation where they have to do that. But, I mean, they look pretty
sound
good in this offense.
They got some tall receivers out there.
Yeah. And they're running the spread offense now.
First and 10 from the 25. Go the Wildcats. Darlington rolls to his right, wants to pass, throws it over the middle, and it's caught again inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Ian Jackson makes the stop at the 18-yard line, but the Wildcats are opening up the passing game.
Yeah, I think they're about a series or two late starting into this. I mean, we talked about it with 10 minutes left that they needed to change things up, and they've waited to 6 minutes left down by 3 scores to do it. And they look pretty good here, and I know we're playing a little soft.
First and 10 for the 18 of Lions. Go the Wildcats, and here's the quarterback keeping it. Darlington thought the ball got loose for a second, but it did not. He gets inside the 10, down to about the 9.
And I'll tell you, I've called his name out a lot as Deshaun Daniels. He made the play that time from the backside in. He's had an excellent game tonight.
4:20 to play in the ball game. Prattville leading 28-7. Second and about 7 to go for the Wildcats. Just inside the Prattville 10-yard line, or right at the Prattville 10-yard line, I should say. Jackson, Darlington. Empty backfield, spreads it out wide. Drops the pass, rolls to his right, still looking, under some pressure now, just throws it up. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. Knocked away, defended well.
Was that Ian Jackson on the coverage? I couldn't tell.
No.
I was trying to look, see if he caught the ball.
Donnie, can you get the number down there? Kind of got away from us. It looked like it might have been Benson, but I don't think he's in.
I couldn't tell you.
Might have been Trey Thompson over there.
I think it was. I think 6
Wade.
or 8.
Marcus is telling us it was Wade White, number 6.
There we go. It was a single-digit.
He's not only the halftime expert, he's also the spotter out here.
There we go.
3:52 to play in the ball game. Clock stopped momentarily. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats from the Prattville 10-yard line. Prattville up 28-7, trying to keep it that way as Darlington rolls to his right. He's going to try to make a run for it. Give him pursuit. Out of bounds. Hit late. And no flags, luckily. Just continuation of the play. But they're going to have him down at the
Yeah, that was way away from us.
line.
I can promise you, being on the Enterprise sidelines, it wasn't late hit.
Yeah.
But it looked like it because it's as far away from us as we can be. But I know Ian Jackson actually ran him down to save the touchdown.
It brings up 4th down for the Wildcats and 1 yard to go. They are at the Prattville 4-yard line with 3:47 to play in the ball game. Prattville on top 28-7. Lions trying to bow up and stop this drive right here as Darlington loads up the shotgun. He's going to call his own number and coasts in the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats.
I have to say they were impressive on that drive with a total different offense there.
Well, their offensive line seems to be opening up holes. These are not small kids on that Enterprise offensive line out there. They got Jamel Filzaime, how you say that? 6'2", 355. Big kid out there. Enterprise looks like they'll try to go for 2 here.
Yeah, a little motion.
They're going to stop it. 28-13 is your score. The Lions lead the Wildcats with 3:45 to play in the ball game. And a little decision time now as it looks like there's possibly some motion. They're going to bring this back and try this 2-point attempt again. And that is the case. Penalty goes against the Wildcats. It pushes them back to the 8-yard line. But now they will attempt the point after. Holder down. Perry got the kick up, and it is good. 3:45 to play in regulation. Enterprise strikes again. The Lions lead now 28-14. Hey, D&J Auto Parts, Phil and his great staff They're great sponsors of this program, always have been. They specialize in service and auto parts, batteries, hydraulic hoses, lawnmower parts, tractor parts, chains and hooks, paint, oil dry, tools, air hoses, pressure washing parts, battery chargers, and cleanup supplies. Just about everything there on Highway 82, which is right there next to Chris's Barbecue in Prattville. Also, U.S. farm-raised catfish. Look for the U.S. farm-raised label. U.S. farm-raised catfish is the healthiest and freshest fish available in the United States. U.S. catfish has a perfectly mild flavor that works in almost any recipe.
It's hard to beat fried catfish.
Especially U.S. farm-raised catfish with that little label on it. Man, if it don't have the label on it, you don't want it. Trust me. But if it's got the label on it, that's all you want.
Yeah. Get a little tartar sauce.
What you talking about? Airport Trailers, a great sponsor of the program as well. You need a trailer to give you hauling power you've been looking for? Look no further than Airport Trailer. If you're a farmer, rancher, construction worker, or anything in between, Airport Trailer can help you out. They have what you need to fit your hard-working lifestyle right next to the Montgomery Airport on Highway 80. Airport Trailers.
Well, no doubt this will be an onside kick coming up for Enterprise.
3:45 to play in the game. Prattville up 2 scores, 28-14, and there is the onside kick from Enterprise. Takes a big hop, and Prattville falls on it back at the 43-yard line. Let's check in with Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
Personally, I think we need to go get one more.
Yeah, we do.
Geez. The spread offense was impressive by Enterprise.
It was nice.
I mean, the quarterback, I'm going to tell you now, as many carries as he's had tonight and where he's run the ball, he's going to need an ice bath in the morning.
Yeah. But you know what you got to think, his dad is the head coach and he's the quarterback. And he's got to – I wonder if he goes home tonight and go, Dad, can we run that spread more? We look pretty good.
Yeah. I like to throw it.
Yeah.
Kyle Kramer loads up the shotgun, 1st and 10 from our own 44-yard line. And the give is to Taggart again. Taggart's fighting for yards up the middle, across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. 3, maybe 4 yards on the pickup. They're going to mark him just shy of the 48. That is Kidd on the carry, actually. Jaden Kidd back in.
Well, you can't say enough about those seniors up front, Carson Hughes and Cord Hill, Carter Barnes,
Ethan
Biddle.
Yep.
Those guys have done a great job tonight.
2nd and 6 for the Lions from just inside their own 48-yard line. Kramer and Kidd in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side. Kramer hands it off to Kidd. Kidd up the middle. He's got some room. Kidd to the 30. Kidd inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 Prattville on a 17-yard run by Jaden Kidd.
Again, following that line we just got through talking about. That time they were running near Cord Hill's side.
2:50 to play clock on the move. Prattville up 28-14. Looking to tack on one more before this night's over. They've picked their way through the secondary, picked their way through this game tonight very meticulously, just like our folks at Prattville Pickers on Highway 82. 100,000 square feet of everything at Prattville Pickers. You like that. 1st and 10 from the 33 of Enterprise. Go the Lions, led by Kyle Kramer, who gives it off to Keandre Powell. Flags down. Keandre Powell carries it inside the 30, inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line, but a flag is down in the Prattville backfield. And this looks like it will probably be coming back.
Yeah, a little holding on the
Holding is the call.
Interior line there.
And that's only our 2nd holding call of the evening. If memory serves correctly, that's only 2. That's
well,
better.
We've already got the vote from Donnie Burnett.
Yes, we do.
Will, you got to start thinking.
I'm going to go maybe Albert Taggart. I mean, it's hard to not give it to Albert Taggart tonight.
It is hard, and we really make an effort to give it a senior, but when you have such an outstanding performance, and he was a difference maker. Those 2 big long runs really changed the momentum of the game. Of course, the Taylor Thompson catch in the end zone was a huge play as well. But yeah, I think we got to go with Taggart.
Kramer gives it up to Powell again. He is thrown back.
Yes.
A little necessary, and here come flags everywhere. This is getting a little chippy late in the game. I think they're going to hopefully they get Enterprise for this. That was pretty unnecessary.
Well, they picked him up and threw it, slammed him. Most of the time that's a penalty, but that wasn't called, but we'll see what was called. Looks like it's going to be on us. One of our linemen is coming out of the game, so it looks like it's going to go on us here.
This is the part of the game where character is revealed, and in Prattville YMCA is a place where character is born and character is built. Prattville YMCA is an inclusive organization of men, women, and children joined together by a shared commitment to nurturing the potential of kids, promoting healthy living, and fostering a sense of social responsibility. Have a look around their website at prattvilleymca.org to see what is going on at your local Prattville YMCA, home of the Great Grits Cook-Off, coming to you October 19th, and you do not want to miss that day at the Bradford branch of the Prattville YMCA.
Hey, I got the opportunity to go to the Y this week early one morning and heard a brilliant speaker, Will Barrett.
Well, I appreciate that,
Chip. Did a great job. Listen, and I didn't get a chance to really talk to you about it. Did a great job on that. We need to get that out more. It's a men's prayer breakfast.
Right. Third Thursday of every month.
At the
Bradford YMCA at 6:30.
That's the new Y.
The
new Y out there
on McQueen Smith Road.
McQueen Smith.
At 6:30.
Yeah, and it's
$5 breakfast.
Yeah.
And it's good. Good breakfast.
Can I make one statement here that I only paid $2? That's all I had.
Well, you know, if that's all you had, that's all. We never turn anybody away for ability to pay at the Prattville Y.
Next time I got to pay $8.
Okay, so they're marking it off. Looks like they're marking it off against the Wildcats as they're trying to figure this thing out. Clock is stopped with 2 minutes to play in the ball game, and they're going to march down the field and spot it at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's good.
That helps us.
Yes. I thought it might be called on us. One of our linemen came out of the game, and I don't know if
28-14 your score. Prattville on top. 2 minutes to play in the game. Clock on the move. 1st and 10 Lions at the 30-yard line. Let's take it down to Donnie Burnett down on the sideline.
Or Danny.
Whoever.
Yeah, my cousin Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left at halftime.
I like him.
Anyway, what you guys want to talk about?
What do you think about our picks?
Here on 2nd and 7.
I think you guys have done an outstanding job making a pick.
Again,
another flag.
After the play again, the Enterprise rips down Jaden Kidd, and Kyle Kramer runs over and grabs Jaden and says, don't do anything else, just walk away.
Yeah.
And it's another 15 on Enterprise, and they got there's some real attitude problems out there right now.
Yeah, and now the best thing that you can do is snap the ball and
you don't need to do nothing else.
Just snap
it here.
Snap it, hit a knee, and
get this out of here.
You know, get a little bit closer and kick a field goal if you have to, but you know, you need to stop this before something happens. And you know, you can only push somebody so far before they retaliate. And I'm going to tell you, the next person that gets a flag is probably going to get ejected.
Yeah, and, you know, it could be easily one of our guys that retaliates or something. So, hey, take a knee right here.
Minute 20 to play in the ball game. 1st and 10, Prattville at the Enterprise 20-yard line. 28-14 your score. Prattville's going to get out of here with a win. As unpretty as it was at the end. Kramer loads the shotgun. May have to snap it 1 or 2 more times. He's going to give it up the middle to Kidd, and Kidd will go about 1 to the 19-yard line. And that may be, we may have to snap it 1 more time. As mighty as the rivers that run through our state, Riverbank and Trust lends strength with real banking solutions. Delivered with the expertise, flexibility, and the local relationship focus that you and your business need. So you can count on them for truly local banking committed to your community. And speaking of our community, the Prattville community needs to be smiling big tonight as they've come off the deck from last week's loss to a very difficult place to play and come away with a 2-touchdown win over these Enterprise Wildcats. 26 seconds to play, and Kyle Kramer goes into the victory formation and takes a knee, and there you have it, folks. This game is in the books. Your final score, Prattville 28, the Enterprise Wildcats 14. From Enterprise, Alabama, the Lions from a 7-0 halftime advantage to a 28-7, and let Enterprise get one in late. But Great ball game. Tough, hard-fought game by this defense to stay with and play disciplined football. After all this, we're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have Coach Ross with Coach Burnett down on the sideline. Prattville wins at 28-14. We'll be right back after these words.
That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clinton Tractor.
It's time for a trip to Prattville Outdoors at 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville. Prattville Outdoors is locally owned, family operated. The Johnson Brothers and Viv. Prattville Outdoors with a great selection of Gravely zero-turn mowers. These are top zero-turn mowers, residential or commercial. Buy now with no money down, 0% financing for up to 48 months, and they got all the sales and service to back up everything they do there at Prattville Outdoors. So when you're ready to buy a brand new lawnmower, you need to go to the people that know their stuff. Go to PrattevilleOutdoors.com or follow on
Farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
You do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest,